Chapter 3097. Even a weakened great emperor was not someone an ordinary imperial emperor could contend against. The strange black runes around original prince seemed to be the power bestowed by the great emperor, allowing him to possess an extremely powerful extreme emperor's aura. Boom! He threw a punch at Ling Xiao, and a black fist print instantly broke through the void. The terrifying and unparalleled power caused the surrounding void to begin to shatter. The black runes intertwined like clouds that could devour all life, giving original Prince the power to destroy the world. This strike made Prince Primitive's strength seem to increase by 10 times. It was like a mountain that could shatter everything. Original Demon Emperor's power? Very well. Let's see if Original Demon Emperor is comparable to the Chaos Demon tribe. Darkling Xiao sneered. Boom. He did not dodge, but took a step forward. Chaotic light gushed out from his body as his chi and blood soared. It was vast and unparalleled, and his entire body began to expand instantly. 10 feet, 100 feet, 10,000 feet, 10,000 feet. He turned into a 10,000-foot giant, surrounded by chaotic light, and filled with an ancient, majestic, mysterious, and immortal energy. Chaotic demon body. Darkling Xiao had obtained the ultimate inheritance of the Chaos Demon tribe, cultivated the Chaos Ancient Scripture, and combined with the Chaos Secret Technique, he had formed the Chaotic Demon body. This was the ultimate origin demon body that even the geniuses of the Chaos Demon tribe could not form. At this moment, Darkling Xiao's Chaotic Demon body exploded, and a terrifying aura rose around him, causing the surrounding void to distort violently and then shatter. Boom! Facing Prince Original Prince, he also punched out with his fist. The two unparalleled fist prints collided in the void, and an extremely terrifying shockwave exploded, causing the entire ruin world to tremble violently as if it would collapse at any time. Kill! Original Prince's eyes were red, and his killing intent was boiling as he fought crazily. The strange runes around him contained an extremely vast Extreme Emperor's aura, causing him to expand instantly, turning into a 10,000-foot giant. His entire body was covered in monstrous demonic flames. It was as if he had transformed into the primordial demon ancestor. Each of his attacks contained unparalleled power. This was Prince Primitive activating the Great Emperor's bloodline in his body, resonating with the Great Tao and merging with heaven and earth. He was able to use the power of the Great Tao's origin, which was terrifying to the extreme. Rumble! Prince Primitive was surrounded by endless lightning. The might of the Great Tao was about to descend, creating all kinds of mysterious phenomena. There were huge demonic beasts that could destroy heaven and earth, huge battle axes that could shatter the sky, and supreme giants that could support heaven and earth. These were all imprints left behind by the supreme experts of the devil world. At this moment, it was as if they were following the orders of Prince Primordial, charging towards Darkness Ling Xiao. Boom! 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 Darkness Ling Xiao's gaze was as sharp as the resplendent sun, wild and domineering and fearless. Facing the boundless might of the heavens, he brazenly punched out. The chaotic fist imprint was surrounded by boundless demonic light. It was as if everything would eventually return to the primordial chaos. The unparalleled fist imprint was capable of destroying everything. He completely relied on his own strength. The chaotic demonic body gave him endless power. Even if he were to fight against this world, he was not afraid at all. Rumble! An incomparably terrifying battle broke out between the two towering giants in this world of ruins. The two of them fought as they moved. At the same time, the energy that they released caused everything around them to violently shatter. Their physical bodies were still expanding. 100,000 feet. 100,000 feet. 1,000,000 feet. In the end, the two of them were like ancient demonic gods that could support heaven and earth. Every blow that they unleashed swept out in all directions. The people of Primordial Demon Sect and Blood Prison Demon Sect were all trembling. Their eyes were filled with shock. Damn it! Did Darkness Ling Xiao really get the inheritance of the Chaos Demon tribe? Demon King Qingcong's face was extremely ugly. His eyes were extremely gloomy. Legend has it that the ancient demonic tribe walked the path of combining all Daos into one. They will integrate all the power into their bodies. This allows them to use the supreme divine power of the celestial body embodiment. Moreover, it will never end. Ling Xiao has condensed the chaotic demonic body. This is the supreme demonic body that is known as a taboo among the Chaos Demon tribe. Prince Primordial is barely able to fight against Ling Xiao by burning his great emperor bloodline. I'm afraid he won't last long. Demon King Yuhua also exclaimed in admiration. Shut up! Demon King Qing Tsang shouted angrily. However, he had to admit that Demon King Yuhua was right. If this continued, Prince Primordial would definitely lose. After all, although Prince Primordial was strong, he had burned his great emperor bloodline. The taboo skill that he used was essentially borrowing the power of Primordial Demon Emperor. However, Dark Ling Xiao's power came from the chaotic demonic body. The power that he displayed was endless. Demon King Qing Tsang and Demon King Yuhua were secretly shocked. Qing Tsang, now is the time for us to put aside our prejudices. Ling Xiao is too strong. If this continues, Prince Primordial will definitely lose. However, if we have the power of the Origin Banner and the Blood Prison Heavenly Sun, we should be able to kill Ling Xiao. Demon King Yuhua sneered. What do you want? Demon King Qing Tsang said after a moment of silence. Simple. My Blood Prison Demon sect wants half of the Chaos Demon tribe's inheritance. I'm also interested in Ling Xiao. Demon King Yuhua said with a smile. Alright. Demon King Qing Tsang agreed without hesitation. That was then and this is now. Demon King Yuhua did not ask for too much. Moreover, it would be difficult to kill Ling Xiao with the Origin Banner alone. If I'm not wrong, Prince Primordial should have an extreme Dao Emperor weapon in his hands, right? I'll have to trouble Demon King Qing Tsang to pass the message to Prince Primordial later. With the surprise attack of 3 extreme Dao Emperor weapons, Ling Xiao will definitely die. Demon King Yuhua said with a faint smile. There was a tinge of viciousness in her eyes. Alright. Demon King Qing Tsang nodded and looked at Demon King Yuhua deeply. Demon King Yuhua was indeed a femme fatale. She was so vicious and merciless. It seemed like he had to stay away from her in the future. Rumble. At that moment, in the middle of the battle, Dark Ling Xiao punched out like a dragon and sent Prince Primordial flying. Prince Primordial was already showing signs of fatigue. The aura around him started to weaken and he was completely at a disadvantage. He had burned his great emperor bloodline, but he still could not do anything to Dark Ling Xiao's chaotic demon body. The strange black rune was originally an extremely powerful technique. However, in the face of Dark Ling Xiao, it was like facing a tortoise shell. It was difficult to deal with. Dark Ling Xiao's chaotic demon body was indestructible and it was the leakless real body. It was as though it was tireless and could continuously unleash powerful attacks. Hence, there was no doubt that Prince Primordial had lost. Even though he was roaring and roaring, activating powerful emperor techniques and unleashing his killing power, he could not even break through Dark Ling Xiao's defense. Chaotic demon body was too powerful. Chapter 3098. Boom. Darkness Ling Xiao took a step forward and crossed thousands of miles. His huge fist print was like a mountain and it landed on Original Prince's chest. Original Prince's chest caved in and he was sent flying. Blood spurted out of his mouth and his eyes were filled with shock and anger. Darkness Ling Xiao's power made his scalp go numb. Who was he? He was the son of the original Demon Emperor and he had the noblest bloodline of the Great Emperor. He was born to be a peerless genius and looked down on everyone. But now, Darkness Ling Xiao was stomping him into the ground. I can't accept this. I can't accept this. Original Prince roared. His eyes were bloodshot and he was in a frenzy. Gotcha. Darkness Ling Xiao's face was cold as he stomped his foot down. It was like a heavenly pillar that pierced through the heavens and earth. He kicked up a strong wind and stomped on Original Prince's head. Original Prince's head was stomped deep into the ground by Darkness Ling Xiao and his face was deformed. So what if you're the son of the original Demon Emperor? If I say you're trash, you're trash. Darkness Ling Xiao said coldly. His huge foot kept rubbing against Original Prince's head. Original Prince was about to go crazy. This was a great humiliation, and he would become the laughingstock of the entire demonic world. But he had no way to fight back. Rumble. But at that moment, a mighty extreme emperor's aura exploded. A blood-red sun rose in the void. It was dazzling, and it covered a vast sea of blood. It swept across the sky and pressed down on darkness Lingxiao. It was a huge banner with mysterious scenes of the sun, moon, stars, and everything in the starry sky. As it swayed, chaotic light rose and demonic aura surged. All the worlds in the universe were shaking. Tens of thousands of dazzling runes flowed on the banner, forming a series of order links that swept towards darkness soaring sky. Blood Prison Heavenly Sun. Original banner. These were the two extreme emperor weapons of the Blood Prison Demon Sect and Original Demon Sect. They were shining brightly. Demon Lord Yu Hua and Demon Lord Qing Tsang looked cold and murderous. They held the two extreme emperor weapons and pressed down on darkness Lingxiao. Rumble. At this moment, Prince Original, who was under dark soaring cloud's feet, was surrounded by flames. His monarch bloodline was burning intensely, and a terrifying aura locked onto dark soaring cloud. It was a sword. The black ancient sword looked very strange. It was as black as ink, but mysterious light and runes flowed around it. It exuded a mighty emperor's aura. A monstrous baleful aura emanated from the ancient sword. It was terrifying to the extreme. That kind of powerful sword intent caused darkness Lingxiao's heart to involuntarily tremble, and he retreated. Lingxiao die. Original Prince's eyes were filled with monstrous killing intent. He poured all the energy in his body into the ancient sword and drove it through the world, stabbing towards dark soaring cloud's forehead. True Devil Sword. This was Prince Original Prince's extreme Dao monarch weapon and also his strongest trump card. He would never use it unless he had no other choice. The reason why he did not use it before was because he felt that even if he used the True Devil Sword, he might not be able to kill dark soaring firmament. However, at this moment, the three extreme Dao monarch weapons were unleashed at the same time. The intertwining extreme Dao monarch aura was as vast as the ocean, completely enveloping dark soaring cloud. Under such extreme power, even an upper-level imperial emperor might be killed, let alone dark soaring cloud. Finally, you can't help but take out your extreme Dao monarch weapon? Very well, I'll use the three of you to practice. Dark soaring cloud said with a faint smile. His eyes were filled with mockery. Rumble. He reached out his hand and grabbed. Boundless chaotic light gushed out, and an incomparably powerful force erupted. Chaos Divine Palace that was originally floating in the void began to emit a brilliant light. It soared through the skies and flew towards dark soaring firmament. Within the chaotic heavenly palace, an ancient and mysterious force seemed to have awakened. Around the chaotic heavenly palace, boundless chaotic mist lingered. It was as if the world had been created, all living beings, and the mysterious scene of the gods and demons had appeared. The chaotic heavenly palace exuded a mighty extreme Dao monarch aura and charged towards the three extreme Dao monarch weapons. What? Original Prince, Demon Lord Qing Tsang, and Demon Lord Yu Hua's faces changed. They had never expected the entire chaotic heavenly palace to be an extreme Dao monarch weapon. Moreover, the aura that the chaotic heavenly palace exuded was as though an emperor had awakened. It made them shiver. Rumble. The four extreme Dao monarch weapons instantly clashed in the void. The blood prison heavenly sun's boundless blood sea shattered. The origin banner's divine chains of order shattered. Even the boundless sword chi of the true demon sword instantly turned into nothingness. The chaotic heavenly palace seemed to have evolved into a chaotic space. It suppressed the three extreme Dao monarch weapons within the chaotic space. Rumble. The surrounding space-time was in chaos. The void trembled like water ripples. Layers of mysterious illusions appeared and formed an incomparably terrifying territory. The chaotic heavenly palace formed its own space. The most powerful thing about it was the power of chaotic suppression. Chaos encompassed everything and everything. The three extreme Dao monarch weapons were caught off guard. They were suppressed within the chaotic heavenly palace. Although they were trembling violently and resisting, trying to break out of the chaotic heavenly palace, it would be difficult for them to do so in a short period of time. Original Prince, Demon Lord Qing Tsong, and Demon Lord Yu Hua's faces darkened. Their eyes were filled with shock and anger. It turned out that the chaotic heavenly palace's space-time illusion was the chaotic heavenly palace's own aura. It was not set up by someone else. However, when the three extreme Dao monarch weapons were suppressed, the three of them instantly felt a strong sense of danger. Kill! Darkness Ling Xiao's eyes were cold. Without any hesitation, he attacked instantly. His sharp fist print was unparalleled and it enveloped the three extreme Dao monarch weapons. Without the power of the extreme Dao monarch weapons, the three extreme Dao monarch weapons were nothing in Darkness Ling Xiao's eyes. Instantly, they were at a disadvantage. Original Prince was already injured. Demon Lord Qing Tsong and Demon Lord Yu Hua were naturally no match for Darkness Ling Xiao. Rumble! Almost instantly, the two of them were shocked by Darkness Ling Xiao's unparalleled divine power. They spat out blood and their auras were weak. With the appearance of the chaotic demon body, all of their attacks were destroyed easily. There was no room for them to fight back. Sush! Demon Lord Yu Hua was extremely cunning. When he saw that the situation was hopeless, he instantly shifted and activated the Blood Prison Heavenly Sun to escape. Rumble! Darkness Ling Xiao's mountain-like fist print came down again. Original Prince and Demon Lord Qing Tsong spat out blood and they were forced to retreat. Their eyes were filled with fear. Darkness Ling Xiao's strength had reached a point where they were in despair. Chapter 3099. Since the battle in the chaotic ancient land, Prince Primitive had started to doubt his life again. He was the son of the primitive demon emperor and possessed the bloodline of the great emperor. He was born noble and had many geniuses from the demon world as his followers. The only people that he cared about were the few princes in the devil realm. Yet now, Darkness Ling Xiao was only at the second level of the imperial monarch realm, yet his strength was unimaginably formidable. Damn it! The inheritance of the Chaos Demon tribe should be mine. Prince Primitive roared in his heart, his eyes filled with jealousy and unwillingness. The stronger Darkness Ling Xiao was and the more terrifying the Chaos Demon body was, the more jealous he was. All of this should have been his. But it was stolen by Darkness Ling Xiao, the despicable thief. Now, Dark Soaring Firmament had condensed the Chaos Demon body and was in control of Chaos Divine Palace. He had reached an insufferably powerful boundary, making Prince Primitive feel the threat of death looming over him. Rumble! Darkness Ling Xiao stomped down with his foot. His footprints contained unparalleled divine might. The vast chaotic energy locked onto Original Prince and Demon King Qing Tsong. The two of them roared and unleashed their strongest strength. They pushed their arms out in an attempt to block the attack. However, a crisp sound rang out. Their arms were instantly broken, and then they were blasted into a bloody mist by an unparalleled force. The two of them coughed out blood and kept retreating. Even the cunning Demon King Yu Hua was affected by the attack even though he had moved away in advance. His body trembled and his eyes were filled with shock. Prince Primitive, if not for your great emperor bloodline, who do you think you are? How dare you bark in front of me? Darkness Ling Xiao's arrogant and cold voice was heard. It was like thunder. Prince Primitive was so angry that he wanted to vomit blood. This bastard was too arrogant. If not for you stealing my Chaos Demon tribe inheritance, who do you think you are? The Chaos Demon tribe was known as the ruler of the demon world in the ancient times. Naturally, they were powerful. The strength of the Chaos Demon body made Prince Primitive drool. If he had the Chaos Demon body and his great emperor bloodline, would Darkness Ling Xiao still dare to be arrogant in front of him? Just slap him to death. Darkness Ling Xiao's eyes were cold and sharp. His eyes were filled with cold killing intent as he locked onto Prince Yuanshi. His bones contained the tyrannical, bloodthirsty, cold and cruel side of Ling Xiao. At this moment, he only wanted to completely kill Original Prince. Who would care about the consequences of killing Prince Primitive? Boom! He punched out in the air, and the chaotic fist seal came crashing down, sending Original Prince flying again. Original Prince looked extremely miserable at this moment. Both of his arms had exploded and his entire body was covered in blood and flesh. Although his life source was extremely powerful and could be reborn from a drop of blood, his body was instantly restored to its original state. But how could the speed of his recovery compare to the speed of his destruction? Destruction is easier than creation. He really wants to kill me? How dare he? Original Prince's eyes were filled with disbelief and fear. If the geniuses of the various worlds fought in the primal chaos, even the imperial princes would die. But this was the demonic world, and Original Demon Emperor was a genuine great emperor expert. In the entire demonic world, who would dare to offend the three major sects? And now, Darkness Lingxiao, this lunatic, wanted to kill him? Was he not afraid of Original Demon Emperor's revenge? As the chaos in the various worlds intensified and the great calamity was approaching, Original Demon Emperor could return to the demonic world at any time. True Demon Sword, break. 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 Original Prince Primitive let out a furious roar. Boom. He suddenly spat out a mouthful of blood, and the blood droplets gathered in the void, turning into an ancient rune. In an instant, demonic flames rose and pierced through the heavens and earth, flying towards the chaotic heavenly palace. The true demon sword, which was trapped in the chaotic heavenly palace, seemed to have received some kind of support as it shone brightly. Sharp sword chi swept across the void in all directions. It was extremely sharp. Every sword chi seemed to be able to slash through the void and shatter the world. The true demon sword clashed with the chaotic heavenly palace continuously. Extreme emperor aura burst out, causing the chaos to tremble. Mist rose, and a mysterious scene appeared. Rumble. At the same time, Demon Lord Yu Hua and Demon Lord Qing Tsang activated the Bloody Hell Heavenly Sun and the original banner without hesitation. The three extreme emperor weapons burst out with peerless power and clashed with the chaotic heavenly palace violently. The chaotic space in the chaotic heavenly palace was eternal and sturdy. It could trap all living things and was known as the chaotic prison. When the three extreme emperor weapons attacked at the same time, the chaotic space shook violently and the void distorted. It seemed like it was about to shatter. It seemed like the three extreme emperor weapons would be able to charge out of the chaotic heavenly palace soon. Suppress. Darkness Lingxiao's cold voice was heard. Rumble. Boundless chaotic light burst out from his body, and in an instant, it supported the chaotic heavenly palace, causing the chaotic heavenly palace to shine brightly. An ancient, eternal and indestructible mysterious aura spread out and suppressed the three extreme Dao Emperor weapons in a mighty manner. You want to rely on the power of the extreme Emperor weapons? Even if the three extreme Emperor weapons could charge out, all of you would be dead. Darkness Lingxiao sneered coldly. Rumble. He punched out with both his fists. One of his fists contained boundless light, while the other contained boundless darkness. Light and darkness intertwined, and a mysterious chaotic energy was formed. An incomparably terrifying light and darkness domain spread out mightily, engulfing this part of the relic world and enveloping everyone in it in an instant. Regardless of whether it was the people from the primitive demon sect or the bloody hell demon sect, they were all enveloped by the light and darkness realm. Light and darkness intertwined, and the chaotic energy was formed. Everyone was horrified to find that countless Darkness Lingxiao had appeared in front of them. Darkness Lingxiao punched out, and there were thousands of fist prints that came down. Puff! The light and darkness realm devoured everything. Blood light filled the air. Most of the people from the primitive demon sect and the bloody hell demon sect were only in the king realm or even the great saint realm. How could they resist the powerful energy in the light and darkness realm? They did not even have the time to scream before they were blown up by the fist prince. Lingxiao, you are courting death. Original Prince was both shocked and furious, his eyes filled with bone-deep hatred. However, he, Demon Lord Qing Tsang, and Demon Lord Yu Hua could not even protect themselves. How could they save the people from the primitive demon sect and the bloody hell demon sect? Hundreds of experts from the primeval demon sect and the blood prison demon sect were completely annihilated in the blink of an eye. Chapter 3100. Ruthless. This was a ruthless man, even more like a demon than a demon. Several hundred powerhouses were actually all annihilated by darkness soaring firmament without even blinking an eye. In the light and darkness realm, the broken flesh and primordial spirits were like a bloody whirlpool, surging crazily and merging into Darkness Ling Xiao's body. Awesome! Darkness Ling Xiao licked his lips, revealing a demonic smile. Rumble! Demonic light surged around him, and chaotic mist surged. He exuded an eternal aura. He stepped on the chaos, controlled the light and darkness realm, and his black hair danced wildly. He looked like a supreme demon, causing original prince, Demon King Qing Tsong, and Demon King Yu Hua to tremble, their eyes filled with fear. They were suppressed in Darkness Ling Xiao's light and darkness realm, and could only passively receive Darkness Ling Xiao's attacks, unable to make any effective counterattacks. If this went on, the three of them would definitely die. Your Highness, you can't die. You are the hope of original demon sect. You must live well. Demon King Qing Tsong suddenly turned his head to look at original prince, his eyes filled with determination. Qing Tsong, what are you doing? Original prince trembled and asked hurriedly. Demon Lord Qing Tsong ignored him. Boundless flames instantly rose around him. What joy is there in life? What worry is there in death? Heavenly demon descends, melting all living beings. Demon King Qing Tsong uttered a series of obscure and ancient syllables, causing his aura to surge instantly. His body turned transparent, and the void flame burned. His flesh and primordial spirit merged into the void flame. The void flame emitted an aura that caused everyone's heart to palpitate. The enlightenment of the heavenly demon descends. Qing Tsong, stop it. Original prince saw this scene, and his body trembled. His eyes were filled with shock, and he roared crazily. The enlightenment of the heavenly demon descends was a powerful forbidden technique of the demon clan. It was extremely ancient, and was created by a demon emperor in the ancient times. The insight of the heavenly devil descends allowed one to burn one's own flesh and origin spirit to unleash 10 times or even 100 times the power to kill enemies. The price was that his soul would be destroyed and he would never be able to reincarnate. Of course, even if Demon King Qing Tsong used the insight of the omen descends, he might not be able to kill Darkness Ling Xiao. However, he had used his own life to cast the insight of the heavenly devil descends and added it to the origin banner. Rumble! The primordial streamer in the heavenly palace of primordial chaos instantly emitted an immeasurable amount of light. There was a mysterious demonic light surging above the origin banner, and an ancient figure seemed to be vaguely emerging. As the primitive streamer fell, the ancient figure unleashed an unimaginably terrifying power, colliding with the chaotic heavenly palace. With a crisp sound, the space in the primal chaos heavenly palace shattered in an instant. The primal chaos banner rushed out of the heavenly palace. Immediately after, the true demonic sword and blood prison heavenly sun also flew out. Is there someone so loyal to the primitive devil sect? There was a complicated look in Darkness Ling Xiao's eyes. Although the primordial streamer had unleashed an extremely powerful emperor's aura, it did not attack Ling Xiao. Instead, it swept up the true demonic sword and Prince Primitive and broke through the void. Ling Xiao, your life is mine. I will kill you. I will. Prince Primitive's eyes were filled with monstrous killing intent, and he let out an incomparably shrill roar. In an instant he disappeared in front of Darkness Ling Xiao. Darkness Ling Xiao did not choose to pursue him. The primordial streamer, which had been reinforced by the insight of the omen descends, seemed to possess the might of a great emperor. It was extremely terrifying. With the protection of the primordial streamer, Darkness Ling Xiao could not kill Prince Primitive. He might as well give up. Demon King Qing Tsong's soul was destroyed, and he saved Prince Primitive at the cost of never being able to reincarnate. As for the blood prison heavenly sun, it also swept up Demon King Yu Hua and wanted to escape. Prince Primitive has escaped. You should stay. Dark Ling Xiao sneered as he chased after Demon Lord Yu Hua. The primordial chaos heavenly palace came with a mighty force, and the primordial chaos space spread out, once again enveloping Demon King Yuehua and the blood prison Heavenly Sunday, this bastard. Demon King Yuehua was so angry that her teeth itched. Darkness Ling Xiao let Prince Primitive go, and he was chasing after her? Compared to Prince Primitive, she was just a small fry. Shouldn't Darkness Ling Xiao choose to kill Prince Primitive first? The blood prison Heavenly Sun swept her into the void turbulence, and Darkness Ling Xiao also chased after her with the primordial chaos Heavenly Palace. Ling Xiao, how about letting me go? As long as you spare me, I'm willing to do anything. Demon King Yuehua's charming and shy voice was heard. She sounded pitiful and exuded a kind of charm. Husband, don't be fooled by her. In the demonic world, this bitch is a 1,000-man woman. She's too filthy. Saintess Yuan Ling hurriedly transmitted her voice to Darkness Ling Xiao. She's too filthy? Then I'll just kill her. When Darkness Ling Xiao heard this, he immediately lost interest and sneered. Although he was lustful, he still had his principles, right? He had no interest in such a filthy woman. Ling Xiao, if you dare to kill me, my sister won't let you off. Although you're strong, you're definitely not my sister's match. Demon King Yuehua said angrily. Seeing that her seduction had failed, she began to threaten him again. Your sister? Is your sister a great emperor? Even if she's a great emperor, she won't be able to save you today. Darkness Ling Xiao sneered. Husband, Demon King Yuehua's sister is called Yu Yao. She's the deputy sect leader of the blood prison demonic sect. At the same time, she's also ranked third among the 8 great fairies of the demonic world. Her cultivation should be at the 6th heaven of the Imperial Emperor realm. Saintess Yuan Ling explained. Yu Yao? 6th heaven of the Imperial Emperor realm? Deputy sect leader of the blood prison demonic sect? She should be an old woman, right? How can she be ranked among the 8 great fairies of the demonic world? Darkness Ling Xiao was slightly stunned. Yu Yao isn't old. She might even be younger than my husband. She once reincarnated and recultivated, but she retained her strength. Yu Yao's strength is extraordinary. It's said that even the blood prison emperor's son covets her. Saintess Yuan Ling said. No wonder this bitch dares to threaten me. But so what if Yu Yao's cultivation is at the 6th heaven of the Imperial Emperor realm? If she dares to provoke me, I won't let her off either. Darkness Ling Xiao laughed proudly. His conversation with Saintess Yuan Ling was unbridled, as if he wasn't afraid of being heard by Demon King Yuehua. However, Demon Lord Yuehua was so infuriated by their conversation that his entire body trembled. This Darkness Ling Xiao is simply unmoved by force or persuasion. Am I really going to die here today? Thinking of this, Demon King Yuehua's eyes revealed a trace of horror. Chapter 3101. Rumble. Darkness Ling Xiao drove the Chaos Heavenly Palace over. His body exuded an immortal aura as he traversed the turbulence of the void with his physical body. The shattered power of the void around him could not leave a single mark on his body. The Chaos Heavenly Palace absorbed the boundless power of the chaos and gave off a dazzling radiance as it pressed down on Demon Lord Yuehua. Boom! Demon Lord Yuehua was enveloped by the bloody hell Heavenly Sunday. The bloody hell Heavenly Sun gave off a blazing crimson radiance that spread out like a sea of blood. In an instant, the Chaos Heavenly Palace and the bloody hell Heavenly Sun collided. The 2 supreme emperor weapons gave off a boundless emperor aura that seemed to be able to destroy everything. The surrounding turbulence of the void was instantly annihilated. Demon Lord Yuehua, who was hiding in the bloody hell Heavenly Sun, could clearly feel the domineering and terrifying power of the Chaos Heavenly Palace. He was injured by the recoil and spat out a mouthful of blood. Ling Xiao, what will it take for you to let me go? Demon Lord Yuehua's voice was filled with fear as he roared. Swoosh! The bloody hell Heavenly Sun was sent flying as Demon Lord Yuehua drove the bloody hell Heavenly Sun to escape. Let you go? A despicable person like you should die. Darkness Ling Xiao said coldly. Ling Xiao, don't force me. If my sister comes, you'll definitely die. Demon Lord Yuehua said in exasperation. Your sister? You'll have to be alive to wait for her to come. Darkness Lingxiao sneered coldly. He did not show any mercy. The Chaos Heavenly Palace was like an immemorial sacred mountain as it spewed out boundless radiance from the chaos. It pressed down on Demon Lord Yu Hua once again. Rumble. The Chaos Heavenly Palace was the supreme treasure of the Chaos Demon tribe. It had been absorbing the power of the chaos for countless years in the primordial ruins. Now that it was being activated by Darkness Lingxiao with the Chaos Ancient Scripture, it could be said that he could command it with ease. Although Demon Lord Yu Hua had the bloody hell Heavenly Sun, he could not completely isolate himself from the damage. He spat out blood from the powerful recoil. She was terrified to the extreme. If this continued, she wouldn't be able to hold on any longer. Even though she was at the second level of the Imperial Monarch realm just like Dark Soaring Sky, her resources and reserves were far inferior to Dark Soaring Sky. Not to mention, Dark Soaring Clouds had formed the Chaos Demonic Body and completely refined the Chaos Heavenly Palace. She only had the temporary control of the Blood Prison Heavenly Sunday crack. The Primal Chaos Heavenly Palace slammed into the Blood Hell Heavenly Sun once again. The sky was filled with blood-red light and blazing radiance. Demon Lord Yu Hua, who was within the Blood Hell Heavenly Sun, felt as though he was about to be shattered. Rumble. Demon Lord Yu Hua's eyes flashed with a resolute look. Flames rose from his body as he instantly burned his life essence. He had directly burned 1,000,000 years of his lifespan and infused it into the bloody hell Heavenly Sunday. The blood prison Heavenly Sun released endless blazing blood light as it fled into the distance. Sister, if you don't come, I'm really going to die. Demon Lord Yu Hua's eyes were filled with terror as he roared. His voice was incomparably mournful as it reverberated through the turbulent void. If your sister dares to come, she'll end up like you. Do you still hope that she can save you? Darkness Lingxiao sneered. He was not moved at all. Is that so? At that moment, a cold and mysterious voice rang out in the chaotic void. Boom! A blazing light burst forth like a dazzling sun. A figure appeared in the turbulence of the void. It was a peerlessly beautiful figure. She was surrounded by light and looked graceful. Even though her face couldn't be seen clearly, she had a holy and otherworldly temperament. Sister? You're finally here. Hurry up and save me. Yu Yao's body trembled as her eyes lit up with joy. She hurriedly shifted towards the figure. Fairy Yu Yao? Dark Soaring Sky's eyes flashed as he looked at the figure before him with a faint smile. Demon Lord Yu Hua had indeed summoned Fairy Yu Yao. Fairy Yu Yao's temperament was extraordinary. She wasn't any weaker than the Holy Lady Yuan Ling and the Holy Lady of Light. In fact, under the illumination of her powerful cultivation, she was even more ethereal and otherworldly. Dark Soaring Sky could clearly sense that Fairy Yu Yao's cultivation had already reached the 6th heaven of the Imperial Lord realm. A mid-level Imperial Lord who could break through to the high-level Imperial Lord realm at any time. Your Soaring Sky? Can you let my sister go for my sake? Fairy Yu Yao said indifferently. Her eyes were dazzling, as if they reflected the endless world. They were mysterious and resplendent. Dark Soaring Sky could sense that when Fairy Yu Yao's gaze landed on him, it seemed to carry the power to see through his heart. It was as if she wanted to see through everything about him. Spare your sister? Your sister wants my life. Fairy Yu Yao, do you think you have that much face? Dark Soaring Sky smiled faintly. His eyes were filled with a cold light. If that's the case, then I can only attack you. I'll save my sister, kill you, and take away the Chaos Demon Clan's inheritance. Fairy Yu Yao said calmly. However, the coldness and heartlessness in her voice sent chills down one's spine. Speaking of which, this Fairy Yu Yao was no saint either. The vice sect master of the Blood Prison Demon sect was no saint either. Countless lives had been taken by her hands. How could someone who had walked out of a mountain of corpses and a sea of blood let Darkness Soaring Firmament off so easily? Not to mention, Dark Soaring Sky had the Chaos Demon Clan's inheritance. Even if Dark Soaring Sky let Demon Lord Yu Hua go, he wouldn't let Dark Soaring Sky off. Kill me? If you have the ability, then the Chaos Demon Clan's inheritance is with me. It's waiting for you to take it. Dark Soaring Sky smiled faintly. However, his eyes instantly became incomparably sharp. Since that's the case, then let me experience the power of the Chaos Demon Clan. A strange look appeared in Fairy Yu Yao's eyes. She soared through the air, her clothes fluttering. Her entire body exuded an otherworldly aura. Her slender, jade-like fingers slapped towards Dark Soaring Sky. However, when her jade-like fingers landed, they were like heavenly pillars. Instantly, crimson light filled the air like a prison. Great Might Blood Prison Palm. This was the Blood Prison Demon Sect's supreme emperor technique. It combined the power of great might and great virtue with the power of extreme yin and evil to form a bloody hell. It could imprison and refine everything. Fairy Yu Yao's other hand reached out and grabbed. Immediately, the blood prison heavenly sun bloomed with resplendent light. Blood chi rose like a blood-red sun. It soared through the air and shot towards the Chaos Heavenly Palace. At this moment, the blood prison heavenly sun in Fairy Yu Yao's hand released an aura that wasn't any weaker than the Chaos Heavenly Palace's. Chapter 3102. Fairy Yu Yao is the true master of the blood prison heavenly sun? A bright light flashed in Ling Zhao's eyes, and he instantly understood. Fairy Yu Yao had seen the power of the Chaos Heavenly Palace, so she had taken the initiative to use the blood prison heavenly sun to block the Chaos Heavenly Palace, preventing Dark Ling Xiao from using the power of the Chaos Heavenly Palace. However, Dark Ling Xiao had his own pride. Since Fairy Yu Yao did not use an extreme Dao Emperor weapon, he naturally would not use the Chaos Heavenly Palace. Rumble. The blood chi around him was as vast as the sea. Chaotic light gushed out as he punched out in the face of Fairy Yu Yao's mighty blood prison palm. The chaotic fist seal was unparalleled, possessing the power to shatter everything. Dark Ling Xiao's chaos demonic body was indestructible and indestructible. Even a casual strike from him contained a terrifying power. Bang! The fist and palm collided, causing the void to tremble. The endless void turbulence was swept away as Dark Ling Xiao's fist destroyed the blood-colored palm. However, Fairy Yu Yao's 5 fingers were like 5 blood-colored heavenly pillars. They formed a blood-colored hell and imprisoned Dark Ling Xiao. The blood-colored heavenly pillars were extremely sturdy and contained the power of the Great Tao. Even with Dark Ling Xiao's powerful physical body, he was unable to break through them. Rumble! Fairy Yu Yao flew through the air. Her originally pure and holy aura instantly turned evil. Boundless blood-red light surged, as vast as the sea. In an instant, it enveloped Darkness Ling Xiao, as if it had formed a giant blood-red cocoon. Swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. Within the giant blood-colored cocoon, blood-colored tentacles pierced through the void like divine chains and pierced into Dark Ling Xiao's body. Fairy Yu Yao sat cross-legged on the giant blood-colored cocoon as blood-colored light surged around her. Her vast and terrifying cultivation suppressed the giant blood-colored cocoon, causing it to explode with terrifying energy waves. Rumble! The giant blood-colored cocoon was like a living creature. Through the blood-colored tentacles, it began to wantonly devour the bloodline energy within Dark Ling Xiao's body. This is the blood demon Dao fetus? Demon Lord Yu Hua, who was in the distance, shuddered as a look of extreme jealousy appeared in his eyes. The blood demon Dao fetus was the supreme treasure of the blood prison demon sect. Legend had it that the blood demon Dao fetus was left behind by the blood prison emperor. It could suppress all living creatures and refine them into blood demon puppets. Fairy Yu Yao was the blood demon Dao fetus. She could also obtain all of Dark Ling Xiao's inheritance and treasures and use them to refine Dark Ling Xiao into a blood puppet. It seemed that Fairy Yu Yao had also noticed Darkness Ling Xiao's enormous potential and coveted the Chaos Demon Clan's inheritance. Yu Yao jealousy. Yu Yao's Yu was Yu Yao was Yu Yu. If not for the fact that Demon Lord Yu Hua had used the inheritance of the Chaos Demon tribe as bait, Fairy Yu Yao might not have come to save her younger sister. Therefore, she was only a Grand Elder of the Blood Prison Demon sect while Fairy Yu Yao had become the Vice Sect leader. Can the Blood Demon Dao fetus really refine Ling Xiao? It would be for the best if both of them end up seriously injured. Demon Lord Yu Hua's eyes flashed with viciousness as he thought to himself maliciously. Rumble. The crimson cocoon was the blood demon Dao fetus. The blood demon Dao fetus was formless and extremely strange. Even Dark Ling Xiao did not notice it before he was enveloped by it. The blood demon Dao fetus surged with extreme emperor aura. The crimson tentacles were sharp to the extreme. They easily pierced through Dark Ling Xiao's body and began to devour his vitality, trying to extract his bloodline. You want to scheme against me? Very well, let's see if you can devour me, or if I can refine you. A cold, killing intent flashed in Dark Ling Xiao's eyes as he thought to himself. Rumble. In an instant, chaotic light gushed out from his body. Endless chaos rose as if it was splitting the heavens and earth apart. A mysterious aura surged out, causing everything to tremble violently. Dark cloud source circulated the primal chaos ancient scripture, and his primal chaos devil body shattered. Chaotic mist surged as his body condensed into a chaotic rune. It was ancient and mysterious. Suddenly, it bloomed with endless light and enveloped the blood demon Dao fetus. Rumble. Chaos encompassed everything and devoured everything. While the blood demon Dao fetus was devouring his body, Fairy Yu Yao had never imagined that dark soaring clouds would also begin to refine the blood demon Dao fetus. This was the Chaos Dao fetus. It was a supreme secret technique from the Chaos ancient scripture and an innate ability of the Chaos demonic body. Dark Ling Xiao could transform his body into the Chaos Dao fetus. His physical body, bloodline, and primordial spirit could all be transformed into a chaotic aura that could devour and refine everything. Dark Ling Xiao no longer had his physical body and primordial spirit. He had become a chaotic aura, and the blood demon Dao fetus had lost all its targets. Moreover, the energy within the blood demon Dao fetus was being devoured by Dark Ling Xiao's Chaos Dao fetus. Rumble. Endless bloody light surged. The blood demon Dao fetus was connected to Fairy Yu Yao's life. It contained an incomparably pure and majestic blood origin. At that moment, the pure blood origin energy was contaminated by the primal chaos aura, and instantly disintegrated into a part of the primal chaos aura. What? Fairy Yu Yao's expression changed. This change was beyond her imagination. She'd originally planned to use the blood demon Dao fetus to refine Dark Ling Xiao into a blood demon puppet and obtain the chaos demonic inheritance within him. However, she had never thought that such an unforeseen event would occur. Blood prison descends, suppress Wuji. Fairy Yu Yao gritted her teeth and spat out an incomprehensible syllable. She broke free from the bloody light. She had a head of long, bloody hair, a tall and slender figure, and jade-like skin. Her entire body exuded an incomparably perfect aura. Her features were exquisite and perfect. Her eyes were like a resplendent starry sky. One look at them and one would be drawn into them. Most importantly, she wasn't wearing any clothes. That perfect and flawless body would make anyone's blood boil. They couldn't help but exclaim that this was a woman who was favored by the Creator. But it was only a fleeting glimpse. After she broke free from the bloody light, she instantly entered the blood demon Dao fetus. A sea of blood surged around her, and a vast emperor's aura radiated from her. It seemed to condense into an incomparably mysterious figure. Chapter 3103. Under the suppression of the mysterious figure, the power of the blood demon Dao fetus solidified and finally resisted the devouring power of the primal chaos Dao fetus. Rumble. Fairy Yu Yao formed a seal with her hands and her slender fingers moved through the air, leaving behind afterimages. Streaks of blood-red runes surged and rushed toward the primal chaos chi. The blood-red runes seemed to contain an eternal and unique power that could even devour the primal chaos chi. The primal chaos chi was originally formed by Dark Cloud. As if it had sensed danger, it instantly pounced toward Fairy Yu Yao. Boom! The primal chaos chi surged and broke through the shackles of the blood demon Dao fetus, enveloping Fairy Yu Yao in an instant. The primal chaos chi distorted and a dazzling light spewed out. In an instant, it transformed into a burly man. However, The man was just like Fairy Yu Yao. He was completely naked. Dark Cloud. Fairy Yu Yao turned pale with fright and couldn't help but shout in anger. However, before she could finish her sentence, the corners of Dark Soaring Cloud's lips curled into a tyrannical and devilish smile. He abruptly lowered his head and fiercely pressed his lips against Fairy Yu Yao's. Rumble. Dark Cloud's body exploded with an incomparably powerful aura. His arms wrapped around Fairy Yu Yao, making it impossible for her to break free. Especially the masculine, domineering, and powerful aura that Dark Cloud exuded. It made Fairy Yu Yao's heart flutter. Her incomparably powerful heart realm was actually disintegrated in an instant. The primal chaos chi and blood-red light in the surroundings surged and merged into one, giving birth to an incomparably mysterious power. The blood demon Dao fetus was filled with an enchanting aura. Didn't you want to eat me? Then I'll let you have your fill. Dark Ling Xiao sneered. Rumble. He did not hold back at all. In fact, it could be said that he did not hold back at all. Fairy Yu Yao's skin was incomparably smooth, like silk. Now that it was being invaded by this rough energy, she was both embarrassed and furious. An incomparably strange feeling arose in her heart. However, she had no way of breaking free. Dark Cloud's power was too strong. The primal chaos demonic body had completely exploded. Furthermore, both parties were using such a humiliating method to make Fairy Yu Yao sink into oblivion. Within the blood demon Dao fetus, two figures tangled together. A strange sound rose and fell like the waves of the sea. It was like a storm, surging and surging. In the end, it was like a murmur. Outside the blood demon Dao fetus, Demon Monarch Yu Yao's eyes were filled with shock. This battle is actually so intense? She felt Demon Dao fetus. The blood demon Dao fetus enveloped darkness Ling Xiao and Fairy Yu Yao. Blazing blood-red light gushed out of it, and boundless chaotic light surged, manifesting all sorts of mysterious phenomena outside the blood demon Dao fetus. That incomparably powerful fluctuation spread out, as though it was going to destroy the heavens and earth. Even Demon Lord Yu Hua was secretly shocked. It would appear that it was as she had expected. Darkness Soaring Cloud was incomparably powerful. It would not be that easy for Fairy Yu Yao to refine him into a blood demon puppet. Dark Primal Chaos. Could it be that the two of them are really going to suffer great losses? Demon Monarch Yu Yao was extremely excited. Her heart was pounding. If Dark Cloud and Fairy Yu Yao were really injured, then the Primal Chaos demonic tribe's inheritance would be hers. She might even be able to refine Dark Cloud and her sister into blood demon puppets with the blood demon Dao fetus. Demon Monarch Yu Yao was extremely excited at the thought. Her original intention to escape had completely disappeared and was now filled with greed. She was very patient. The blood demon Dao fetus's powerful fluctuations lasted for a day and a night. This meant that Dark Cloud and Fairy Yu Yao had also been fighting for a day and a night. In the end, it finally calmed down. The blood demon Dao fetus floated in the turbulent void. It looked like a blood-red sun, emitting a dazzling light. However, the primal chaos demonic light and crimson light were no longer spewing out from it. Between the two of them, who won? Demon Monarch Yu Yao was filled with questions. The battle before her seemed to have ended. However, she wasn't sure what the outcome was. However, the greed in her heart overcame her fear. Demon Monarch Yu Yao carefully flew towards the blood demon Dao fetus, wanting to see what was going on. Just as Demon Lord Yu Hua approached the blood demon Dao fetus, the blood demon Dao fetus let out a crisp sound like an egg. A crack appeared on it. More and more cracks appeared. In the end, it shattered, revealing the scene within. Did both of them suffer? Demon Monarch Yu Yao was filled with anticipation as she looked over. Then she was completely dumbfounded. The scene before her eyes made her feel as if she had been blinded. Dark Cloud carried Fairy Yu Yao and walked out of the blood demon Dao fetus. However, the most important thing was that they weren't wearing any clothes. Dark Cloud's expression was cold. The corners of his mouth curled into a devilish smile. His black hair danced in the wind, making him look domineering and arrogant. However, Fairy Yu Yao in his arms. Satisfaction. That's right, satisfaction. Fairy Yu Yao's face was rosy and her body was covered in sweat. Her crimson hair draped over her perfect body. Her large, watery eyes were filled with satisfaction and seduction. You! Demon Monarch Yu Yao's eyes widened in disbelief. She finally understood what the great battle just now had been about. Her heart was filled with anger, shame, shock, and disbelief. Didn't Dark Cloud and Fairy Yu Yao fight to the death? Didn't Fairy Yu Yao even want to refine Dark Cloud into a blood demon puppet? When did the two of them hook up? Demon Monarch Yu Yao felt as if she had been cursed. Yu Yao, what's the fuss about? From now on, Dark Cloud is your brother-in-law. Fairy Yu Yao smiled shyly at Demon Monarch Yu Yao. From her body to her soul, she had become a woman of Dark Cloud. It wasn't that Dark Cloud was strong, it was that the Chaos Demon body was too strong. Dark Cloud and Fairy Yu Yao were in perfect harmony. The Chaos Chi had even changed Fairy Yu Yao's body, allowing her to be reborn. It could be said that she was half a Chaos Demon. Therefore, not only did she not feel any enmity towards Dark Cloud, but she was also very close to him. She also felt an unprecedented sense of satisfaction. She was completely conquered by Dark Cloud. Bro. Brother-in-law. Demon Monarch Yu Yao stammered. She was dumbfounded. Chapter 3104. Yu Yao, on your account, I won't kill you, Ehua. Darkness Ling Xiao smiled faintly. Thank you, husband. Fairy Yu Yao smiled shyly. The two tidied their clothes. Darkness Ling Xiao had once again transformed into the arrogant, cold, and heartless Dark Holy Sun. Fairy Yu Yao was also cold and otherworldly, her beauty unmatched. But for some reason, when Demon Lord Yu Hua looked at the two people in front of her, 3 words appeared in her heart. Adulterous couple. She was a little disappointed. She had hoped that Darkness Ling Xiao and Fairy Yu Yao would both be injured so that she could sit back and reap the benefits. But she never thought that this adulterous couple would actually hook up with each other. At the same time, Demon Lord Yu Hua was a little wary. Fairy Yu Yao had never cared about her life or death. Why would she plead with Darkness Ling Xiao on her behalf? Sister, brother dash, husband, since there's nothing else, I won't hold you up any longer. I still have many matters to attend to in the sect. I'll take my leave first. Demon Lord Yu Hua hurriedly said, her heart filled with caution. Sister, please wait. Fairy Yu Yao smiled faintly and stopped Demon Lord Yu Hua. Sister, do you have any other instructions? Demon Lord Yu Hua's heart sank and her smile stiffened. Husband, didn't you say that you were going to the Pig Demon clan next? I think we should bring Yu Hua along. She should be of great use. What do you think? Fairy Yu Yao turned to look at Darkness Ling Xiao and said with a smile. Perhaps she might be of use. Then listen to my wife and bring her along. Darkness Ling Xiao glanced at Demon Lord Yu Hua with a strange look in his eyes as he nodded his head. Pig Demon clan? Demon Lord Yu Hua's heart trembled as if she had thought of the most terrifying thing in her life. Her beautiful face turned pale. But in this place, there was no room for her to refuse or resist. She could only nod and agree expressionlessly. She believed that if she dared to refuse, her sister would kill her without Darkness Ling Xiao even needing to do anything. The Primal Chaos Heavenly Palace and the Blood Hell Heavenly Sun flew through the air and landed in Dark Soaring Firmament and Fairy Yu Yao's hands, respectively. The two Extreme Dao Emperor armaments were both supreme treasures. Once they were fully activated, it would be extremely difficult to determine the outcome of the battle. Yuan Ling Saintus and Light Saintus also flew out of the Chaos Heavenly Palace. However, there was no jealousy in their eyes. Instead, they were filled with excitement and admiration. In the Devil World, the strong were respected, and the strong could have more women. When they saw that Dark Soaring Firmament had managed to subdue an icy beauty like Fairy Yu Yao, they felt even more reverence for him. Congratulations, husband. Greetings, Sister Yu Yao. The Yuan Ling Holy Maiden and Light Holy Maiden bowed to Darkness Ling Xiao and Fairy Yu Yao. Get up. You two sisters should get along well in the future, okay? When I become an emperor, all of you will be my imperial concubines." Darkling Shao laughed loudly. His eyes were filled with great satisfaction. "Ah, adulterous couple!" Demon Lord Yu Hua cursed in her heart and despised them even more. However, she would never admit that she was a little envious. Darkling Shao was so strong, mighty, domineering, wild, and charming. Yu Yao, that bitch, how could she find such a good man? She must think of a way to snatch this man over. Thinking of this, Demon Lord Yu Hua tugged at her dress and smiled seductively. She was about to say something. "Let's go. Let's go to the Pig Devil clan." However, Darkling Shao did not even look at her and interrupted her. He led the women and flew towards the Pig Devil clan. The reason why Darkling Shao wanted to go to the Pig Devil clan was because he discovered that the Pig Devil clan used to be a vassal of the Chaos Demon clan in ancient times. The Chaos Demon clan was the master of the Pig Devil clan. In the Pig Devil clan, there was a supreme treasure guarding it, waiting for the successor of the Chaos Demon clan to come. Darkling Shao wanted to go to the Pig Devil clan to retrieve the supreme treasure. I wonder how Zhu Ganglai is doing now. He returned to the Pig Devil clan and became one of the successors. If he can become the clan leader of the Pig Devil clan, it will be easy. Darkling Shao thought to himself. Zhu Ganglai was his most loyal subordinate. Although he was lazy and lecherous, he was very reliable. After being separated for so long, Darkling Shao missed him. The incident in the Chaos Demon clan's relic did not cause much of a stir. After all, everyone from the Primitive Demon sect and Blood Prison Demon sect had died in the relic world. Only the Primitive Prince and Demon Lord Yu Hua were left. Demon Lord Yu Hua was by Darkling Zhao's side, and the Primitive Prince would not spread the news that he was defeated by Darkling Shao. Therefore, the news of the Chaos Demon clan's inheritance and Darkling Shao obtaining the Dark Demon clan's inheritance did not leak out. However, at the same time, the Primitive Demon sect and Blood Prison Demon sect issued a kill order for Darkling Shao. On the other hand, those who could provide information about Darkling Zhao's whereabouts could exchange for a Supreme Emperor technique from the Primitive Demon sect and Blood Prison Demon sect. Those who could capture Darkling Shao alive could exchange for a Supreme Emperor weapon. The moment the kill order was issued, the entire demon world was in an uproar. Everyone in the demon world was discussing this matter. They were all curious about what Darkling Shao had done to make the Primitive Demon sect and Blood Prison Demon sect issue the kill order at the same time. The reason given by the Primitive Demon sect and Blood Prison Demon sect was that Darkling Shao had killed the Demon Lord Patriarch of the two demon sects. However, the people in the demon world were not fools. They did not believe this reason. What do you think the Dark Holy Sun has done? Even if he killed the Demon Lord Patriarch, it would not make the two demon sects so angry, right? Who knows? However, the Dark Holy Sun's strength is so terrifying that he could kill the Demon Lord Patriarch. Does that mean his cultivation has reached the Demon Lord realm? This is too scary. That's right. Now, many people have been blinded by the rewards of the Devil Realm bounty order. Why don't they think that the rewards are so easy to get? I suspect that the Dark Holy Sun must have some treasure on him that the Primitive Demon sect and Blood Prison Demon sect are coveting. That's the only explanation. However, for the two demon sects to take out an Supreme Emperor weapon as a reward, could it be more precious than that? That's hard to say. However, we can also try our luck. Even if we can't defeat the Dark Holy Sun, if we find news of him and tell the two demon sects, we will be rich. Hehe, I think you are all tired of living. The Dark Holy Sun is ferocious and has killed countless people. Such a person even dares to provoke the two demon sects. You still dare to go against him? If you want to die, I won't stop you. Everywhere in the demon world, people were discussing the kill order. There were even many daring people who began to search for the whereabouts of Darkling Shao. However, Darkling Shao seemed to have disappeared into thin air. No one could find any trace of him. Chapter 3105. The Pig Devil clan was one of the most peculiar clans in the Devil Realm. In terms of bloodline, The Pig Devil clan was the most inferior clan in the Devil realm. The Pig Devil clan could only become the slaves and soldiers of other clans. They had to do the most arduous and tiring work. Sometimes, they would even become food for other clans because of their delicious meat. However, in terms of numbers, the Pig Devil clan was definitely the most numerous clan in the Devil realm. There were hundreds of thousands of clans in the Devil realm. However, the Pig Devil clan accounted for more than half of the total number of clans in the Devil realm. The Pig Devil clan's reproduction rate was just too fast. For other clans, the higher their cultivation, the weaker their reproduction rate. This was the case for humans as well. Some Emperor Realm experts could not even conceive a single child in their entire lives. However, the Pig Devil clan was different. The higher their cultivation, the stronger their reproduction rate. Sometimes, they could give birth to dozens or even hundreds of children in a single birth. This was how terrifying it was. Therefore, although there had never been a great Emperor Realm expert in the Pig Devil clan, there were many Saint Realm experts and even Emperor Realm experts. Therefore, their strength in the Devil realm was not to be underestimated. In the vast ocean to the east of the Devil realm continent, there was an archipelago called the Star Sieve Archipelago. The Star Sieve Archipelago was as dense as the stars. There were tens of thousands of islands of various sizes. This was the territory of the Pig Devil clan. The Star Sieve Archipelago was surrounded by stars. The primordial immemorial island in the center was like a small continent floating on the ocean. It was the core of the Star Sieve Archipelago. The primordial immemorial island was also the ancestral land of the Pig Devil clan. Darkness Lingxiao did not hide his identity and aura. He appeared arrogantly above the primordial immemorial island with the four ladies. Who are you? How dare you behave so atrociously in the territory of the Pig Devil clan? Get down here. A cold voice was heard. Rumble. Streaks of sharp sword radiance came from the sky above the primordial immemorial island. They instantly enveloped Darkness Lingxiao and the four ladies. At the same time, several figures with terrifying auras appeared in the sky. They were all powerful warriors in black armor. Their bodies were covered in black demonic light, only their blood-red eyes could be seen. They held black spears in their hands and surrounded Darkness Lingxiao and the others. Husband, let me do it. Fairy Yu Yao smiled faintly. Boom. She lightly struck out with her palm, and in an instant, an unparalleled palm print came crashing down from the sky. The sword light that filled the sky was instantly reduced to dust. The momentum of the palm print did not diminish, and it enveloped the powerful warriors holding the spears. Those powerful warriors were all at the Saint King realm. They were the strongest guards on Primordial Island, but they couldn't resist Fairy Yu Yao's palm at all. The spears in their hands exploded one after another. Their bodies trembled violently as they spat out blood. Then they fell from the sky. If Fairy Yu Yao hadn't shown mercy, they would have been completely annihilated by this attack. Rumble. As if sensing the great threat from Fairy Yu Yao, an incomparably terrifying aura shot into the sky above Primordial Island, causing the surrounding space to tremble violently. At the same time, a huge black boundary appeared in the sky above Primordial Island. Strange black runes surged violently, containing a vast and unparalleled Emperor aura that seemed to be able to shatter everything. How dare you act so presumptuously on my Primordial Island? You're courting death. An ancient and cold divine voice rang out. An old man with white hair and beard soared into the sky. He wore a black robe, and demonic chi rose from his body. His eyes were filled with blazing killing intent, and an unparalleled Emperor aura appeared around him. He was an Emperor Realm powerhouse. I want to see two people. One is Zhu Ganglai, and the other is the patriarch of your demonic boar clan. I don't want to fight, but don't force me. Facing the threat of the black boundary and the black-robed old man, Ling Xiao spoke indifferently. His expression was incomparably calm. Zhu Ganglai? Or you? The black-robed old man's eyes flashed as he looked deeply at Dark Ling Xiao. I am his master. Dark Ling Xiao smiled faintly. Impudent. His words enraged the black-robed old man. The black-robed old man's killing intent surged, and his eyes were filled with flames of fury. The emperor aura around him surged violently, causing the surrounding space to tremble violently. "You are no match for me. I don't want to kill anyone," Dark Ling Shao said calmly. The black-robed old man in front of him was only a First Heaven Emperor realm cultivator. He could kill him with a slap. However, thinking that the entire demonic boar clan might submit to him, Dark Ling Shao suppressed the killing intent in his heart. "Kill? With just you? I would like to see how you are going to kill me." The black-robed old man laughed angrily. Although he couldn't see through He Ming Ling Zhao's cultivation, He Ming Ling Shao looked too young. At most, he should only be a Saint King, so how dare he act so arrogantly? Moreover, Zhu Genglai was one of the heirs to the patriarch of the demonic boar clan. Dark Ling Shao dared to say that he was Zhu Gonglie's master. That was an insult to the entire demonic boar clan. "Martial Granduncle, please stop." At that moment, an extremely anxious voice was heard. Swoosh! On the primordial island, a fat man in a black robe flew over, sweating profusely. His eyes were filled with anxiety. The fatty looked simple and honest, but his pair of small eyes shone brightly, making him look very cunning. In an instant, he stood between the black-robed old man and Dark Ling Shao. "Martial Granduncle, please don't do anything. He is one of us," the fat man said hurriedly. Then, without waiting for the black-robed old man's reply, he knelt down in front of Dark Ling Shao excitedly. "Master, long time no see." His eyes were filled with incomparable excitement. "What?" The black-robed old man was stunned. He did not expect that Zhu Genglai would kneel down in front of Dark Ling Shao on the primordial island in front of the entire demonic boar clan. He even called him master. "Bastard! Get the hell up. You are now one of the young patriarchs of the demonic boar clan, not someone's slave. Do you want to lose to the others?" The black-robed old man said in exasperation. He was looking forward to Zhu Genglai becoming the patriarch of the demonic boar clan, and he had been doing his best to plan for Zhu Genglai. However, Zhu Genglai's kneeling had most likely caused all of his plans to go down the drain. "Zhu Genglai, how dare you degrade yourself and become someone's slave? Pa, I would like to see what right you have to compete with Master Zhu Feng for the patriarch's position." At that moment, an extremely arrogant laugh was heard. A young man in a brocade robe flew over. He looked elegant and handsome. His eyes were filled with excitement and mockery. "Zhu Zai!" The black-robed old man's face instantly darkened. Chapter 3106. There were 4 heirs in the Pig Demon clan. They were Zhu Genglai, Zhu Feng, Zhu Lei, and Zhu Zai. Among them, Zhu Feng and Zhu Zai were brothers. They were the grandsons of a powerful supreme elder in the Pig Demon clan. They were also the 2 most powerful heirs. Although Zhu Zai was the heir to the clan, he had given up on the position and was supporting his brother, Zhu Feng. Therefore, there were only 3 young clan leaders: Zhu Genglai, Zhu Feng, and Zhu Lei. The competition between the 3 of them was extremely intense, so much so that it had reached a white-hot level. They used all sorts of methods, such as assassination, poisoning, and seduction, causing a small scale of chaos on Primordial Island. Zhu Feng saw Zhu Genglai as his biggest competitor. Therefore, when Zhu Zai saw that Zhu Genglai had recognized Darkness Ling Shao as his master, he was extremely excited. In this way, Zhu Genglai had lost the right to be the clan leader. How could the clan leader of the Pig Demon clan become someone else's slave? This would bring shame to the entire Boar Devil clan, and they would lose all their dignity. Although the Pig Demon clan did not have much dignity. Therefore, when the black-robed elders saw Zhu Zai, his face turned ugly. Zhu Zai would definitely make a big deal out of this. When that happened, Zhu Genglai would be finished. "Get up," Dark Ling Shao said with a smile. His expression was a little gentle. Although Zhu Genglai had become the young clan leader of the Pig Demon clan, he was still willing to recognize Darkness Ling Shao as his master. This made Darkness Ling Shao very satisfied. "Zhu Genglai, I advise you to give up your position as the heir to the clan leader. Otherwise, when I tell the clan leader, you will only be humiliated." What did this pretty boy do to accept you as his slave? Is there something going on between the two of you? Pa. Zhu Zhe laughed arrogantly. At the same time, he looked at the four women beside Darkness Ling Xiao without restraint. His eyes were filled with greed and passion. There was no one else in the Pig Demon clan who was so beautiful. Are you done talking? Darkness Ling Xiao looked at Zhu Zhe indifferently. What? Zhu Zhe was a little confused. If you are done, you can go to hell. Darkness Ling Xiao said indifferently. Then he threw out a slap. Boom. That palm of his looked very casual, but it was like a sudden clap of thunder. It was extremely fast and instantly hit Zhu Zhe's body. Zhu Zhe was only at the Saint King realm, so how could he block Darkness Soaring Firmament's palm? He directly exploded in the void. Blood mist filled the air as his primordial spirit shattered. He was completely dead. You killed Zhu Zhe? The black-robed old man was stunned. He didn't expect Darkness Ling Xiao to be so overbearing and arrogant, killing people in the ancestral land of the Bordevil clan without any scruples. What shocked him even more was that when Dark Soaring Xiao attacked, he finally saw Dark Soaring Xiao's true cultivation. Second Heaven Imperial Lord. Who is this person? Where is your patriarch? Dark Ling Xiao looked at Zhu Ganglai and said indifferently. He didn't even look at Zhu Zhe, as if it was as simple as swatting a fly. The patriarch is in the Devil Master Palace right now. Although Zhu Ganglai was worried, he still pointed at a majestic palace in the distance. Very good. I'll talk to your patriarch. Let's settle the matter of you inheriting the patriarch position first. Darkness Ling Xiao smiled indifferently. He then rolled up his sleeves and swept Zhu Ganglai up before flying toward the huge palace. It's over. The patriarch is going to be furious. I hope he won't implicate Zhu Ganglai. The black-robed old man's face turned green and white. In the end, he stomped his feet and followed Darkness Ling Xiao. However, he knew that Zhu Ganglia's position as the young patriarch was over. The Devil Master Palace was located in the center of the immemorial island. The Devil Master Palace floated in the void, surrounded by chaotic energy. The void was distorted as if it didn't exist in the void. It was very strange. The Devil Master Palace was heavily guarded and there were many powerful guards outside. When they saw Darkness Ling Xiao flying over without any scruples and even killing Zhu Zhe, the immemorial island began to operate quickly. However, the higher-ups of the Bordevil clan were having a meeting in the Devil Master Palace. Only the black-robed old man was on duty as the array controller. The black-robed old man didn't attack Darkness Ling Xiao. How could the guards stop Darkness Ling Xiao? Get lost. Darkness Ling Xiao's cold voice resounded like thunder. Rumble. The void in all directions trembled as the heaven and earth rumbled. A terrifying sound wave spread out. The strongest of those guards who were rushing over were only heavenly venerables. Their bodies trembled violently as they spat out blood and were sent flying. No one was a match for Dark Soaring Clouds, and they allowed Dark Soaring Clouds to fly in front of the Demon Master Palace. Gotcha! Darkness Ling Xiao slashed his palm and the void in front of him was instantly torn apart. He led Zhu Ganglai and the four women into the Devil Master Palace. Rumble! As soon as Darkness Ling Xiao entered the Devil Master Palace, he felt the terrifying Emperor's aura surging around him. It contained cold killing intent and instantly locked onto him. In the Devil Master Palace, there was a middle-aged man in a black robe. He looked elegant and had deep eyes. On both sides, there were dozens of figures with powerful auras. There were men and women, old and young. All of them had terrifying auras and Emperor's aura. They were actually all imperial monarchs. Zhu Ganglai, how dare you collude with outsiders to kill my brother? Are you betraying the Bordevil clan? A cold voice with boiling killing intent resounded. It was a young man in a black robe. He had an imposing appearance and was extraordinarily handsome. He looked somewhat similar to Zhu Zhe. It was Zhu Zhe's brother, Zhu Feng. Zhu Feng's eyes were filled with anger and hatred as he stared at Darkness Ling Xiao and Zhu Ganglai. Everyone in the Demon Master Hall had seen everything that had happened above Primordial Chaos Island. Especially after Darkness Ling Xiao killed Zhu Zhe in an overbearing manner. Someone in the Devil Master Palace was about to take action. It was just that Dark Soaring Cloud's speed was too fast. He actually charged straight into the Demon Master Palace. Hence, everyone did not take action and waited for him to walk into the trap. Therefore, everyone in the Devil Master Palace looked at Darkness Ling Xiao as if they were looking at a dead man. They were cold and filled with killing intent. Zhu Feng, I did not betray the Boar-Devil clan. As for your brother, he deserves to die for insulting my master. Zhu Ganglai snorted coldly. Zhu Ganglai, you're courting death. Zhu Feng's eyes were filled with killing intent as he exuded a powerful aura. It was as if he was going to attack Zhu Ganglai at any time. For you. The clan leader of the Boar-Devil clan looked at Darkness Ling Xiao with a scrutinizing gaze and said indifferently. He could tell that Darkness Ling Xiao was a level 2 Emperor Realm expert at a glance. He was so young but had such a cultivation level. Moreover, he was so arrogant in the Boar-Devil clan. He seemed to have someone backing him up. The clan leader had to be cautious. You can call me Devil Master, Darkness Ling Xiao said with a smile, revealing a mouthful of snow-white teeth. Devil Master? How dare you? The clan leader of the Boar-Devil clan was shocked. His eyes were filled with disbelief and shock. Then his killing intent rose and locked onto Darkness Ling Xiao. Rumble. He stood up as if he was supporting the heavens and earth. The aura around him rose and exuded a destructive energy fluctuation. It was terrifying to the extreme. It suppressed Darkness Ling Xiao from all directions. The clan leader of the Boar-Devil clan was a level 9 Emperor Realm expert, a peerless Emperor Realm expert. Eternal Emperor Realm expert, Eternal Emperor Realm expert. Chapter 3107. Pig Demon Tribe, are you trying to betray the chaotic demon tribe? Darkness Ling Xiao sneered and his eyes were filled with sharpness. What? For you? The clan leader of the Pig Demon Tribe was shocked. His eyes were filled with killing intent as he stared at Darkness Ling Xiao. The words, chaotic demon tribe, seemed to have touched a taboo in his heart. Rumble. Dark Ling Xiao took a step forward. Suddenly, chaotic light gushed out from his body. Blazing divine light bloomed, making his body seem as if it contained endless power. The primal chaos demonic body was displayed in front of everyone. At that moment, the Demon Master's hall trembled violently, giving off a strange and mysterious ripple. The fluctuation was like joy. It was like a wanderer who had not returned for a long time and finally saw his family. Now, do you believe me when I say that I am the Demon Master? Dark Ling Xiao said with a faint smile before he stepped forward. Rumble. His footsteps shook the void, causing the Demon Master Palace to tremble violently. Above the Demon Master Palace, mysterious black runes appeared and converged towards the dark clouds. The black runes gathered under his feet and formed black lotuses. They looked ancient and mysterious. Dark soaring heavens walked towards the huge throne with every step he took. You are a member of the chaotic demon tribe? The clan leader of the Pig Demon Tribe asked in a hoarse voice and his eyes were filled with disbelief. Darkness Ling Xiao walked past him. His expression was incomparably complicated. His expression fluctuated, but in the end he did not choose to stop Darkness Ling Xiao. Darkness Ling Xiao sat directly on the huge throne. Rumble. The entire Demon Master Palace trembled violently as the void rumbled in all directions. In an instant, endless chaotic light gushed out. Darkness Ling Xiao, who was shrouded in the chaotic light, looked majestic and mysterious. He was like a chaotic divine demon and he gave off an insufferably arrogant aura. What is the chaotic demon tribe? Clan leader, he dares to call himself the Demon Master. He is courting death. Aren't you going to kill him? Zhu Feng was so angry that he was about to go crazy. His eyes were filled with rage. Darkness Ling Xiao sat on the throne in an imposing manner. That was the supreme throne that belonged to the clan leader of the Pig Demon Tribe. The future belonged to him. However, Darkness Ling Xiao sat on it and the clan leader of the Pig Demon Tribe had no intention of stopping him. Chaotic Demon Tribe? The black-robed old man who came with Zhu Ganglai couldn't help but tremble when he heard these words. His eyes were filled with extreme shock. "Martial uncle, what is the chaotic demon tribe?" Zhu Genglai asked curiously. He had never heard of the chaos demon race in the demon world. However, it seemed like the chaos demon race was extremely powerful. The patriarch of the Boardevil race fell silent when Darkling Shao revealed his identity as a chaos demon. To be able to make a peerless imperial monarch fall silent, isn't this chaos devil race a little too terrifying? The chaos demons were once the overlords of the demon realm during the primordial age. He had thought that Darkness Ling Shao was a genius disciple from another powerful demon race or demon sect. He didn't expect Darkness Ling Shao to be from the Chaos Demon race. The demon tribe leader of the Chaos Demon tribe had disappeared for countless years. How could any of them still be alive? Moreover, the Pig Demon tribe was very powerful now. The demon tribe leader of the Pig Demon tribe was not as powerful as it was in the ancient times. Would the clan leader of the Pig Demon tribe allow Darkness Ling Shao to be their leader? The supreme elders knew some inside information. Hence, they had different expressions on their faces. In the end, all of them looked at the clan leader of the Pig Demon tribe and waited for his decision. "You have the chaotic demon body. You are indeed a pure chaotic demon tribe," the clan leader of the Pig Demon tribe said in a hoarse voice. "That's right. I am from the chaotic demon tribe. Perhaps I am the only one from the chaotic demon tribe in the demon tribe. Are you going to lead the Pig Demon tribe to submit to me or resist me?" Darkness Ling Shao looked at the clan leader of the Pig Demon tribe with a faint smile and said calmly. The clan leader of the Pig Demon tribe was silent. He had a complicated look in his eyes. He was hesitant and filled with killing intent. However, there was also an inexplicable fear. For a moment, he did not know how to answer Darkness Ling Shao's question. "Clan leader, no matter how powerful the chaotic demon tribe was in the ancient times, they are now gone. He wants to make the Pig Demon tribe submit to him alone? He must be dreaming," Zhu Feng said coldly. Hearing the discussions of the crowd, he could vaguely guess what was going on. However, as the future clan leader of the Pig Demon tribe, how could he be willing to let the Pig Demon tribe submit to a chaotic demon tribe? He was ridiculous. The supreme elders had different expressions on their faces. Most of their eyes were filled with killing intent. They had vaguely locked onto Darkness Ling Shao, who was sitting on the throne. What Zhu Feng had said was probably what they were thinking. Boom! Fairy Yu Yao, Demon King Yu Hua, Saintess Yuan Ling and Saintess of Light instantly exuded powerful auras. They stood around Darkness Ling Shao with vigilance in their eyes. Darkness Ling Shao had boldly barged into the Pig Demon tribe. It was like a tiger's den. However, they were not worried at all. Darkness Ling Shao had always been powerful and he had left a deep impression on them. "Little guy, I have yet to find trouble with you and you are already jumping around here. Do you really think that I don't dare to kill you?" Darkness Ling Xiao's gaze fell on Zhu Feng as he said with a faint smile. "How dare you?" At this moment, an elder with white hair and beard stood out. His eyes were cold and his body was shrouded in killing intent. He stared at Darkness Ling Xiao before him and his voice was like thunder. "The Pig Demon tribe is not anyone's servant. What is the chaotic demon tribe? Little guy, since you dare to barge into the Demon Master's palace today, you shall leave your life behind." He did not hide the killing intent in his voice. Zhu Yokuan. He was the supreme elder of the Pig Demon tribe and also the grandfather of Zhu Feng and Zhu Zhe. His cultivation was extremely powerful and he was at the seventh heaven of the Imperial Emperor realm. His grandson was about to become the clan leader of the Pig Demon tribe. How could he let the Pig Demon tribe submit to Darkness Ling Shao? Even if the clan leader of the Pig Demon tribe agreed, he would not agree. Elder Yokuan is right. What chaotic demon tribe? I have never heard of it. How dare he behave so atrociously in the Pig Demon tribe? Kill him. This little guy said that he is the last of the chaotic demon tribe. He must have the inheritance of the chaotic demon tribe. Clan leader, kill him and take the inheritance of the chaotic demon tribe. Then, our Pig Demon tribe will be able to dominate the heavens. That's right, clan leader. Don't listen to his nonsense. Under Zhu Yokuin's lead, many supreme elders of the pig demon tribe stood up and sneered. Their eyes were filled with cold killing intent. Chapter 3108. They were waiting for the clan leader's decision. As long as the clan leader gave the order, they would attack together and tear Darkness Ling Xiao into pieces. Seeing the clan leader's hesitation, Zhu Yokuin sneered and said, "Clan leader, the Pig Devil clan is the #1 clan in the demon realm. We are destined to unify the demon realm and become the overlord of the demon realm. You have to think twice. Don't be a sinner of the Pig Devil clan." "Elder Yokuin, you don't have to worry about this. I have my own decision," the clan leader of the Pig Devil clan said expressionlessly. "Clan leader, please give the order." Zhu Feng knelt down on one knee and said sincerely to the clan leader of the Pig Devil clan, "Clan leader, please give the order." The many supreme elders also bowed respectfully. "Clan leader of the Pig Devil clan, it seems like you are a failure as the clan leader. You haven't even given the order and these guys can't wait to force you to abdicate." Darkness Ling Xiao glanced at the clan leader of the Pig Devil clan and said with a faint smile, "This is also the reason why I don't want to be the patriarch. Although the Pig Demon clan is the largest clan in the devil world in terms of population, there are still many idiots who are arrogant and narrow-minded. If this goes on, the Pig Demon clan will fall into eternal damnation sooner or later." The clan leader of the Pig Devil clan said flatly, "Since you don't want to be the clan leader, how about I help you choose a clan leader?" Darkness Ling Xiao said with a faint smile. "Who do you want?" The clan leader of the Pig Devil clan asked flatly. Zhu Feng, Zhu Yokuin and the others were shocked and angry when they saw Darkness Ling Xiao and the clan leader of the Pig Devil clan talking like old friends. Could it be that the clan leader had decided to side with this chaos demon? "I think Zhu Ganglai is suitable to be the clan leader. Who agrees and who disagrees?" Darkness Ling Xiao said with a faint smile. He glanced at the people in front of him and said calmly. However, the domineering and insolent tone in his voice made the Boar Devil clan's people almost explode with anger. "This is outrageous. Who is this guy? How dare he say that the clan leader of the Pig Devil clan should be removed? I object. I object too." Zhu Yokuin and Zhu Feng were trembling with anger and shouted at the same time. "You object? Then go to hell," Darkness Ling Xiao said with a smile. Rumble. Instantly, chaotic light surged out from his body and the entire demonic master hall shook violently. Then, streaks of chaotic divine chains of order shot through the air and wrapped around Zhu Yokuin and Zhu Feng. "You're courting death." Zhu Yokuin was shocked and angry. He never thought that dark soaring firmament would actually dare to attack him. Darkness Ling Xiao was merely a low-level sovereign emperor, while he was a 7th heaven sovereign emperor. The difference between the two of them was like the difference between heaven and earth. Where did Dark Long Zhao's confidence come from? The demonic aura around him surged to the heavens. In an instant he slapped out in the air, intending to smash Darkness Ling Xiao into minced meat. "You really don't know what death is." Darkness Ling Xiao sighed softly. His eyes were filled with faint mockery. Rumble. The chains moved extremely quickly, and the chaotic force they contained was terrifying. They pierced through Zhu Yokuin's palm in an instant before trapping him and Zhu Feng. "What?" Zhu Yokuin's entire body shook violently, his eyes filled with incomparable shock. "Suppress." Darkness Ling Zhao's voice was like thunder as a cold light blazed in his eyes. Amidst the endless chaotic fog, it was as if an ancient and mysterious heavenly palace had appeared above Zhu Yokuin and Zhu Feng. The heavenly palace was like an ancient divine mountain, containing an eternal aura fluctuation. Zhu Yokuin and Zhu Feng did not have the slightest ability to resist. They were suppressed by the heavenly palace. In an instant, their bodies exploded and their flesh and blood splattered everywhere. They were completely destroyed. Everyone in the Demon Master Palace was stunned. The eyes of the Supreme Elders were filled with incomparable fear. Forget about Zhu Feng, he was just a heavenly venerable. However, Zhu Yokuin was a real high-level imperial emperor. Yet, he was killed like an ant? While chatting and laughing, a high-level sovereign emperor was killed. The entire Demon Master Palace instantly fell silent. You really did obtain the Chaos Heavenly Palace. The patriarch of the Boar Devil clan took a deep look at Darkness Ling Xiao. Didn't you just want to confirm if I have the Chaos Heavenly Palace? Now I have fulfilled your wish. Darkness Ling Xiao smiled faintly. He knew that if the patriarch of the Boar Devil clan was sure that he did not have the Chaos Heavenly Palace, he would not hesitate to kill him and take away the inheritance of the Chaos Demon clan. The Chaos Heavenly Palace might only be a powerful Supreme Emperor weapon to others. However, it was a fatal threat to the Boar Devil clan. Even if the patriarch of the Boar Devil clan was a peerless sovereign emperor, he would definitely die under the suppression of the Chaos Heavenly Palace. The Chaos Heavenly Palace contained all the true spirit imprints and bloodline power of the Chaos Demon clan's vassal races. It was fatal to them. Unless there were great emperors among the vassal races who could purify the bloodline of the race, they would not be able to escape this fate. It was a pity that although the Boar Devil clan had a large number of people and was considered powerful, they had never produced a great emperor. Hence, in Darkness Ling Xiao's opinion, their lives were at his disposal. Whether it was the infant of the Boar Devil clan or the powerful patriarch of the Boar Devil clan. Even the Demon Master Palace was built based on the Chaos Heavenly Palace. In the past, it was the place where the Boar Devil clan welcomed the Chaos Demon clan. Now that Darkness Ling Xiao was here, he was the Demon Master. Zhu Yuanlang of the Boar Devil clan pays his respects to the Demon Master. The patriarch of the Boar Devil clan took a deep breath and knelt down respectfully before Darkness Ling Xiao. He knew very well that if he dared to hesitate in the slightest, Darkness soaring clouds would kill him without hesitation. Greetings to the Demon Master. Greetings to the Demon Master. In the Demon Master Palace, all the supreme elders of the Boar Devil clan knelt down before Darkness Ling Xiao and shouted in unison. Seeing that their patriarch had chosen to submit, what was the point of them persisting? Did they not see the example of Zhu Youquan and Zhu Feng? Zhu Ganglai was extremely emotional. At the same time, he was glad that he had chosen to stand on Darkness Ling Xiao's side. Otherwise, he would have ended up like Zhu Feng and Zhu Zhe, let alone the patriarch of the Boar Devil clan. Very well. I announce that Zhu Ganglai will be the patriarch of the Boar Devil clan from today onwards. Do you have any objections? Darkness Ling Xiao sat on the huge throne with an indifferent expression. His loud voice reverberated in the Demon Master Palace. Demon Master is wise. Everyone replied in unison, their eyes filled with reverence. However, they knew that although Zhu Ganglai had become the patriarch of the Boar Devil clan, the Boar Devil clan only had one master. That was the Demon Master, Ling Xiao. The Apex. Chapter 3109. Darkness Ling Xiao had complete control over the entire Pig Devil clan. At the same time, Darkness Ling Xiao also realized that the strength of the Pig Devil clan was indeed terrifying. There were 81 supreme elders in the Pig Devil clan, and all of them were imperial emperors. In addition to the 81 supreme elders, there was also an extremely powerful demon guard hidden in the Pig Devil clan. The demon guard was under the direct command of the patriarch. There were a total of 360 of them, and all of them were imperial emperors. Perhaps only the primordial demon sect, the blood prison demon sect, and the immortal demon sect could take out such a terrifying force. At least, Darkness Ling Xiao knew that the dark demon sect and the radiant demon sect did not have such a powerful force. It was no wonder that Zhu Youquan was so arrogant and the supreme elders of the Pig Devil clan were so arrogant. With such a powerful force and the terrifying number of members of the Pig Devil clan, the Pig Devil clan was indeed the #1 clan in the Devil world. Zhu Yuanlang, you know why I'm here, right? After the supreme elders left the Demon Master, Darkness Ling Xiao looked at Zhu Yuanlang and asked, I know you're here for that treasure. Zhu Yuanlang said respectfully. In that case, bring me there. Darkness Ling Xiao said indifferently. Come with me. Zhu Yuanlang said. Rumble. Zhu Yuanlang unleashed a terrifying emperor's aura. He formed a seal with his hands, and mysterious runes shone brightly. In an instant, they shrouded the huge throne that Darkness Ling Xiao was sitting on. The huge throne emitted a dazzling light, causing the surrounding void to shake violently. In an instant, a beam of light that pierced through heaven and earth shrouded Darkness Ling Xiao, Zhu Yuanlang, and the others. Then they disappeared from the Demon Master. In the next moment, they appeared in an extremely ancient world. Boom! The moment they appeared, a terrifying aura erupted in the surroundings. In an instant, hundreds of figures appeared in the sky, and their emperor's aura intertwined. It was as vast as the sea, and it suppressed Darkness Ling Xiao and the others. Demon guards, stand down! Zhu Yuanlang roared, and the hundreds of figures stopped at the same time. Greetings, Patriarch! The hundreds of figures knelt on one knee at the same time and bowed to Zhu Yuanlang. Their eyes were filled with admiration. Ling Zhao's eyes flashed. Those hundreds of figures were the demon guards that Zhu Yuanlang mentioned. There were a total of 360 people, and all of them were wearing black armor. Killing intent filled the air, and only a pair of cold and bloodthirsty eyes could be seen. Their cultivations were actually all at the peak of the third level of the Imperial Monarch realm. Even the fluctuations of their auras were exactly the same. The 360 demon guards were like a single person. Darkness Ling Zhao's aura demon guards was Ling Xiao was Demon Xiao. Emperors Demon Emperors Xiao and the Demon Lord. Lord Demon Demons Lord. Lords Lords. Demons Demon Lord. Demons. Pain flashed in Zhu Yuanlang's eyes, but he still passed the demon token to Darkness Ling Xiao. Lord Demon, you'll be the demon guard's master after refining this demon token. Zhu Yuanlang said. This was refined with that item? Dark soaring firmament took the token with a hint of surprise in his eyes. He refined the demon token and kept it in his body. He could feel every movement of the 360 demon guards. Even their thoughts were under his control. It was a strange feeling. Greetings, Lord Demon. The 360 demon guards knelt to Darkness Ling Xiao at the same time. Fairy Yu Yao and Demon Lord Yu Hua were shocked to see such a powerful force in Darkness Ling Zhao's hands. Could this guy really be the chosen one of the demon race? Demon Lord Yu Hua couldn't help but feel envious. Lord Demon, this demon token was refined by a great emperor of the Chaos Demon race using the treasure's aura. It was then given to the Boar Demon race. Zhu Yuanlang said, Bring me to that item. Dark High Firmament nodded. His heart was filled with anticipation. The group headed towards the center of the world. Rumble. The closer they got to the center of the world, the more they realized that there was a vast demonic aura that shrouded the area. It was terrifying, like the aura of a demon emperor. This is the aura emitted by that treasure. It's also because of that treasure that the cultivation of the demon guards can be as one with 360 people. Moreover, their cultivation can increase at an incomparably fast speed. Zhu Yuanlang exclaimed. The demonic aura grew stronger and stronger. In the end, a blazing demonic light rose and a storm swept out in all directions, making it difficult for the group to walk. However, the more it was so, the more they looked forward to it. What kind of treasure could have such a terrifying aura? Even an extreme emperor weapon wouldn't be as powerful. The most powerful treasure of the Chaos Demon race, the legendary killing treasure that's even more powerful than the Chaos Heavenly Palace. Is that it? Darkness Ling Xiao stopped in his tracks and looked at the item in front of him. His eyes were filled with excitement. In front of him, the world was vast and the demonic aura was vast. Demonic aura rose as if nothing existed. However, there was a huge gray rock that was about 10 feet tall, and a black fist was placed on top of it. The terrifying demonic aura in the surroundings was emitted by that black fist. Lord Devil Master, do you see that stone that's about 10 feet tall? It used to be an immemorial sacred mountain that was 1,000,000 feet tall. It was moved here by the Chaos Demon race's emperor to place the demon armor. Zhu Yuanlang sighed softly. What? An immemorial sacred mountain that was 1,000,000 feet tall? Then why did it become a rock that was a few feet tall? Demon Lord Yu Hua exclaimed in a trembling voice. She had some guesses but did not dare to say them out loud. That was because the thought was too terrifying. It's because of the demon armor. The demon armor weighs hundreds of millions of pounds. Even a peerless emperor can't lift it. Over the years, the immemorial sacred mountain that was 1,000,000 feet tall was compressed by the demon armor and gradually turned into that rock. Zhu Yuanlang said slowly. Everyone couldn't help but suck in a breath of cold air. How powerful would it be to compress 1,000,000 feet tall immemorial sacred mountain into a rock that was a few feet tall? Demon armor, that fist was the demon armor that Zhu Yuanlang was talking about? Demon Lord, no one can lift the demon armor. Only the Chaos Demon race is the natural owner of the demon armor and only you are qualified to wield it. Zhu Yuanlang bowed to Darkness Ling Xiao. Chapter 3110. The demonic armor was the target of Darkness Ling Xiao's visit to the Pig Devil clan. After receiving the inheritance of the Chaos Demon clan, he knew that the Chaos Demon clan had an extremely strange treasure. Not only could it condense the strongest demonic origin energy, but it was also a killing treasure. After the Chaos Demon clan was annihilated, the treasure had been kept in the Pig Devil clan. It seemed like the 360 Devil Guards cultivations had improved so quickly because they were cultivating around the devil armor. It was even to the extent that their auras were exactly the same, and their cultivations had all attained the 3rd level of the Imperial Monarch realm. The terrifying power of the demonic armor was evident. Rumble! A blazing light bloomed around Darkness Ling Xiao. He activated the Chaos Demon body and a chaotic mist gushed out from his body as he walked towards the demonic armor. Every step he took was like a thunderbolt that resonated with the surrounding void. The demonic armor seemed to have sensed Darkness Ling Xiao's aura. Buzz! The demonic armor trembled slightly and black runes appeared on it. It looked ancient and mysterious. In an instant, the surrounding void shook and an endless amount of demonic chi rose and surged. It even turned into a blazing flame that began to burn fiercely. It was a black glove that was as black as ink. Although the demonic chi was overwhelming, it seemed to have an extremely holy aura. Darkness Ling Xiao could feel his chaos demonic body boiling. The blood in his body surged and became scorching hot. It was as if there was an extremely mysterious power that was guiding the demonic armor in front of him and forming a strange resonance with him. Rumble! The black flame enveloped Darkness Ling Xiao. The black flames contained an incomparably pure and majestic origin magic power, and at this moment, it was surging into Dark Soaring Sky's body. Darkness Ling Xiao felt extremely comfortable and his strength was increasing continuously. His Chaos Demon body that was already at the Great Accomplishment realm was transforming into the Great Accomplishment realm. His cultivation also began to climb towards the 3rd heaven of the Imperial Emperor realm. What a powerful demonic armor! Darkness Ling Xiao exclaimed in admiration. His eyes revealed a trace of incomparable excitement. The demonic armor was known as the supreme treasure of the Chaos Demon clan. Its status was comparable to the Chaos Heavenly Palace. In fact, its killing power was even more terrifying than the Chaos Heavenly Palace. Ling Xiao had already witnessed how powerful it was. The demonic origin energy condensed by the demonic armor was pure and powerful. It could allow imperial emperors to rapidly increase their cultivation. Just how terrifying would the killing power of the demonic armor be? Dark Soaring Cloud stepped forward and stopped in front of the demonic armor. He reached out to grab the demonic armor. Boom! The demonic armor emitted a dazzling light that caused the surrounding void to vibrate. When the demonic armor came into contact with Dark Soaring Cloud's palm, it started to flow rapidly like liquid before fusing into Dark Soaring Cloud's palm. Dark Soaring Cloud's entire body was instantly covered in black flames. The demonic armor seemed to have taken root in Dark Soaring Sky's body, fusing with his flesh and blood. The piercing pain was incomparably real and intense. The demonic armor instantly covered Dark Soaring Cloud's palm, and then spread up his arm. Finally, it covered his entire right arm. His right arm emitted a metallic luster. It looked incomparably cold and streamlined. It was enshrouded in mysterious demonic light and incomparably powerful. Rumble! Dark soaring cloud's blood was boiling. He could feel that his right arm was filled with boundless power. A furious roar burst out of darkness Ling Xiao's mouth. The aura around him instantly became extremely violent. The power of the demonic armor surged into his body and formed a mysterious cycle with his body. The monstrous demonic aura enveloped the void. It was incomparably terrifying, as if it could destroy everything. Dark soaring cloud suddenly punched out. Everyone felt as if there was a huge earthquake. The earth rumbled and trembled violently. The surrounding void was shaking. The earth instantly cracked like a spider web. The world seemed to have become extremely unstable and was about to shatter at any time. Is this the power of the demonic armor? Zhu Yuanlong's eyes revealed a trace of sharpness. The demonic armor was a sacred artifact. After the fall of the Chaos Demon Clan for so many years, the Pig Demon Clan had not been guarding the demonic armor loyally. On the contrary, the Pig Demon Clan had wanted to take the demonic armor for themselves countless times. The demonic armor was the highest secret of the Pig Demon Clan. Only the clan leader and the demon guards of each generation knew about the demonic armor. The clan leaders of the Pig Demon Clan had tried various methods. However, they could not even get within 30 feet of the demonic armor, let alone refine it. The demonic armor was hundreds of millions of pounds heavy. Even a peerless imperial emperor could not lift the demonic armor. Therefore, the Pig Demon Clan had no way of taking the demonic armor for themselves. They could only let the demon guards use the power of the demonic armor to cultivate. Now, the demonic armor finally had its true owner. Dark Soaring Cloud felt that his cultivation was rapidly increasing. The demonic origin power that had been accumulated in the demonic armor for countless years was crazily surging into his body. Originally, when he came out of the Chaos Heavenly Palace and condensed the Chaos Demon body, his cultivation had just broken through to the second heaven of the Imperial Emperor realm. However, the demonic origin power in the demonic armor was crazily surging into his body. It tore his meridians and then reformed them. Destruction and rebirth intertwined, making his physical body more and more terrifying. His cultivation was rapidly climbing to the third heaven of the Imperial Emperor realm. Dark Soaring Cloud felt that when the demonic armor was attached to his right arm, the powerful energy in his body was surging. He felt like he was about to explode. Zhu Yuanlang, take my punch! Dark Soaring Cloud shouted. His eyes were surging with fighting spirit, and the sharpness was extremely bright. Boom! He threw out a punch in the air. The surrounding void shook violently. Endless black demonic light surged and was compressed to the extreme in an instant. It formed an ancient fist that pressed down on Zhu Yuanlang. Dark Soaring Cloud urgently needed to vent his anger. The demonic armor was too powerful. However, among all of them, only Zhu Yuanlang, who was a peerless Imperial Emperor realm, could take his punch. Demon Lord, be careful! Zhu Yuanlang's eyes flashed as he felt Dark Soaring Cloud's domineering punch. He did not hold back at all and leaped up to meet it. The demonic aura around him was as vast as the sea. He pushed out his arms and the demonic aura instantly formed an ancient world that pressed down on Dark Soaring Cloud. Boom! The unparalleled fist imprint instantly blasted on that side of the world. The demonic armor released a dazzling light, causing Dark Soaring Cloud's right arm to be filled with an incomparably terrifying wave. It instantly blasted that world apart. The punch did not lose its momentum. Its power was condensed to the extreme and it instantly blasted on Zhu Yuanlong's chest. Crack! An incomparably crisp sound erupted from Zhu Yuanlong's body. The demonic light protecting his body was quickly shattered. His body was immediately covered with spiderweb-like cracks and he was directly sent flying. Chapter 31:11. Everyone's eyes were filled with incomparable shock. Zhu Yuanlang, the clan leader of the Boar Devil clan, a peerless imperial emperor. A peerless imperial emperor represented an invincible existence as long as a great emperor did not appear. Darkness Ling Xiao was merely a second Heaven Imperial Emperor. Even if his combat strength was heaven-defying and he could go against the flow, he was still no match for a peerless Imperial Emperor. However, this so-called demonic armor allowed Darkness Ling Xiao to unleash such terrifying power. Rumble. At the same time, Darkness Ling Xiao's aura rose and his cultivation soared rapidly. Then, he seemed to have broken through a bottleneck and made a breakthrough. Third Heaven Imperial Emperor Realm. After refining the demonic armor, the pure demonic origin energy in the demonic armor allowed Darkness Ling Xiao's cultivation to reach the Third Heaven Imperial Emperor Realm. What a powerful demonic armor! Zhu Yuanlang wiped the blood from the corner of his mouth and his eyes were filled with passion. This was the supreme treasure of the Chaos Demon clan. Originally, a second Heaven Imperial Emperor Realm expert could not defeat a peerless Imperial Emperor even if he had an extreme Dao Emperor weapon. However, the demonic armor did it. The demonic armor was even more powerful than an ordinary extreme Dao Emperor weapon. The demonic armor is indeed powerful, but it's not something that I can withstand now. Dark Ling Xiao's eyes shone brightly. He was also incomparably excited as he exclaimed in admiration. His cultivation had indeed broken through to the third level of the Imperial Monarch realm. However, no one noticed that his physical body was under a great burden. His meridians, flesh and bones were cracked as if they were going to break apart at any time. Darkness Ling Xiao could unleash terrifying combat strength with the help of the demonic armor, but it would put a great burden on his body. For example, Darkness Ling Xiao could only unleash 2 punches at most. If he were to unleash the third punch, his physical body would be destroyed. Darkness Ling Xiao had already formed the chaotic demonic body. If the demonic armor could cause such a great burden, Darkness Ling Xiao would not be able to unleash a single punch. Could this demonic armor be something that only the great emperor of the Chaos Demon clan can unleash its full power? Darkness Ling Xiao guessed in his heart. He could sense that the demonic armor was not an extreme Dao Emperor weapon. The demonic armor did not possess the extreme emperor's might that only extreme emperor weapons possessed. Instead, it possessed an ancient and mysterious power. This was an incomparably mysterious treasure. Could it be a chaos treasure? But it doesn't look like it either. Dark Ling Xiao thought to himself. Congratulations, Lord Demon Lord, for obtaining the demonic armor's acknowledgement. From now on, you will dominate the world and be invincible. Zhu Yuanlang bowed respectfully. Congratulations, Master. You've mastered the divine skill and your cultivation has increased greatly. Zhu Genglai was also very excited, as if he had never thought that he would become the patriarch of the Boar Devil clan. On the contrary, he felt that acknowledging Ling Xiao as his master was the best choice he had ever made. Although everyone was envious of the power of the demonic armor, no one was jealous because the demonic armor was made for the Chaos Demon race. Only the Chaos Demons could unleash the supreme divine might of the demonic armor. Zhu Yuanlang, you're not bad. Dark Ling Xiao said with a faint smile. His deep eyes fell on Zhu Yuanlang. Zhu Yuanlang shuddered. He understood what darkness soaring clouds meant. Perhaps he could still feign ignorance before, but now he had to make a choice. Buzz. Zhu Yuanlang gritted his teeth and instantly, a 9-colored ball of light flew out from between his eyebrows. It was extremely mysterious and contained an unparalleled spiritual fluctuation. Lord Demon Lord, Zhu Yuanlang is willing to offer my natal primordial spirit imprint and acknowledge you as my master. I will be loyal to you until death. Zhu Yuanlang knelt on one knee and said seriously to Dark Ling Xiao. Dark Ling Xiao was slightly stunned. He did not expect Zhu Yuanlang to acknowledge him as his master. Logically speaking, every peerless emperor could break through to the great emperor realm at any time and could be called a quasi-emperor. However, that hope was extremely slim and they might not be able to break through in their lifetime. Peerless emperors had their own pride and would not acknowledge anyone as their master. Even a great emperor would find it difficult to subdue a peerless emperor. The patriarch of the Boar Devil clan was very interesting. He had made such a straightforward choice to acknowledge Dark Ling Xiao as his master. After all, even if he did not agree, Dark Ling Xiao could not force him. In that case, Darkling Shao did not stand on ceremony. He kept the 9-colored ball of light and integrated it into his primordial spirit. Suddenly, a mysterious connection was established between Zhu Yuanlang and Darkling Shao. It was like a thread of fate that connected the two of them. As long as Darkling Shao willed it, he could destroy Zhu Yuanlang's primordial spirit. In that case, Mr. Yuanlang will be my protector from now on. Darkling Shao smiled faintly. Zhu Yuanlang nodded respectfully. Previously, it was the Boar Devil clan who had submitted to Darkling Shao. Now, it was Zhu Yuanlang who had submitted to Darkling Shao. There was a huge difference in meaning. With Zhu Yuanlang as his protector, Darkling Shao could be said to be unstoppable as long as the 3 great emperors of the demon realm did not appear. Fairy Yu Yao, Demon Lord Yu Hua, Yuanling Holy Lady, and Light Holy Lady looked at Darkling Shao with eyes full of admiration. They left the ancient world and returned to the Demon Master Palace. Patriarch, this is bad. Someone from the Bo Sun Demon clan is here, and it looks like they are not friendly. After seeing Zhu Yuanlang and Zhu Ganglai, a great elder of the Boar Devil clan immediately revealed an extremely anxious expression. Bo Sun Demon clan? Who are they? How dare they act so presumptuously in our Boar Devil clan? Just capture them. Zhu Ganglai frowned slightly. This was a very familiar name. Whether it was in the God of War realm or the Demon realm, Darkling Shao had dealt with the Bo Sun Demon clan many times. The Bo Sun Demon clan was one of the top emperor clans in the Demon realm. This was because the Bo Sun Demon clan once had an extremely talented supreme great emperor, the Bo Sun Demon Emperor. The Bo Sun Demon Emperor used his own name as his surname and caused the rise of a powerful clan in the Demon realm. The Bo Sun Demon clan in the Demon realm was known for being arrogant and overbearing. Other demon clans were not willing to deal with them. Patriarch, the newcomer is Bo Sun Sha, the young patriarch of the Bo Sun Demon clan. He is the most dazzling peerless genius of the Bo Sun Demon clan. A few of our great elders have already been injured by him. He claims that he is here on Wushuang's orders and wants our Boar Devil clan to submit to Master Bo Sun Wushuang. The great elder explained. Bo Sun Wushuang? After hearing this name, Zhu Yuanlang's body shook violently and a trace of disbelief appeared in his eyes. Who is Bo Sun Wushuang? Zhu Ganglai asked curiously. Eternal Great Emperor, Eternal Great Emperor. Chapter 31:12. Bushuan Wushuang is the most talented prodigy of the Bushuan Demon clan after the Bushuan Demon Emperor. However, he is a figure from the previous era. Back then, he conquered the Eternal Emperor's road, swept across the heavens, and walked to the end. At that time, everyone thought that he would definitely affirm his Tao and become an emperor. Zhu Yuanlang sighed softly. A figure from the previous era actually lived until now? He affirmed his Tao and became an emperor? Darkling Xiao's eyes flashed. No. Bushuan Wushuang originally wanted to affirm his Tao and become an emperor, but he chose a powerful stepping stone. He wanted to defeat that person and then take the opportunity to affirm his Tao. Unfortunately, he failed and became someone else's stepping stone. Zhu Yuanlang said slowly, then glanced at Darkling Xiao and said, and that person, I believe all of you have heard of him. The human race's celestial emperor, the most dazzling son of this era. Celestial Emperor? Darkling Xiao's body trembled. From the looks of it, Bushuan Wushuang was really tragic. No matter how amazing he was, how could he compare to the Celestial Emperor? All the great emperors in the heavens were still trembling under the shadow of the Celestial Emperor. Back then, the Celestial Emperor's blood dyed the heavens red and gathered into a blood river. The light of the Celestial Emperor shone through the ages. How could he live until now without affirming his Tao and becoming an emperor? Did he choose to seal himself? Darkling Xiao asked. That's right. He found the immortal origin stone in the Chaos Sea and chose to seal himself. Because he was defeated by the Celestial Emperor, the Celestial Emperor had affirmed his Tao and there was already a demonic barrier in his heart. He could not break through in his lifetime, so he sealed himself. But I didn't expect him to wake up. Zhu Yuanlang nodded and said, Buoxuan Wushuang's cultivation should be at the peerless emperor realm, right? Dark Lingxiao asked. That's right. A quasi-emperor, one step away from a great emperor. No wonder Buoxuan Sha was willing to work for him. He is the faith of the entire Buoxuan demon clan. Zhu Yuanlang said. Patriarch, Buoxuan Sha is outside the Demon Master Palace. Should we let him in? The Grand Elder of the Boar Demon Clan asked. Zhu Yuanlang and Zhu Gonglie's eyes fell on Dark Soaring Firmament. The current Boar Devil clan had already submitted to Dark Soaring Sky and had become the Demon Lord's lackey. That Buoxuan Wushuang actually took a fancy to the Boar Devil clan and wanted to compete with Darkness Lingxiao. No need to let him in. Let's go out and take a look. Interesting. I'd like to see who's tired of living and actually dares to be more arrogant than me. Dark Lingxiao sneered. His eyes were filled with killing intent. Everyone left the Demon Master Palace. Rumble. Outside the Devil Lord Palace, a terrifying aura filled the air. It was powerful to the extreme. Above the Devil Lord Palace, a black-robed young man stood in the air. He was extremely handsome, and his eyes were extremely demonic. His purple hair fluttered in the wind, and his expression was cold and arrogant. There were many powerful guards of the Boar Demon clan in the surroundings. Each of them was holding their weapons as if they were facing a great enemy. They did not dare to act rashly in front of the black-robed young man in front of them. This was the young master of the Bo Sun Demon clan, Bo Sun Sha. Clan leader Zhu Yuanlang, you're finally here. Master Wushuang has decreed that the Boar Devil clan must immediately pledge their loyalty to Master Wushuang and announce to the entire demon world. Kneel down and accept the decree. After seeing Zhu Yuanlang, Bo Sun Sha's expression did not change. He exuded a superior aura and said coldly. Even though Zhu Yuanlang was an unparalleled imperial emperor, Bo Sun Sha did not think highly of him. As for Darkness Lingxiao and the others beside Zhu Yuanlang, Bo Sun Sha automatically ignored them. What a joke! Why would the great master Bo Sun Sha have the time to care about a group of ants? In Bo Sun Sha's opinion, the Boar Devil clan was a group of inferior clans. Once Master Wushuang issued a decree, they should come obediently. Why would he need to come personally to announce the decree? Decree? Buoxuan Wushuang hasn't proven his Tao and become an imperial emperor, right? How dare you call it a decree? You're shameless. Zhu Ganglai said with a sneer. Although he was panicking, Darkness Lingxiao was behind him, which gave him a lot of confidence. Who are you? Clan leader Zhu Yuanlang, this person insulted Master Wushuang. You'd better kill him. Otherwise, Master Wushuang won't be happy. Bo Sun Sha glanced at Zhu Ganglai and said indifferently to Zhu Yuanlang. Bo Sun Sha, this is the clan leader of the Boar Devil clan, Zhu Ganglai. I've already stepped down as the clan leader. Devour. Zhu Yuanlang said flatly. Clan leader of the Boar Devil clan? You're not even an imperial emperor, how can you be the clan leader? The Boar Devil clan is getting worse and worse. I really don't know why Master Wushuang would take a fancy to you. Bo Sun Sha said disdainfully. Bo Sun Sha, the Boar Devil clan has already submitted to Master Demon Lord. We only obey Master Demon Lord's orders. I don't know who Master Wushuang is. You can leave now. Zhu Ganglai said with a sneer. Master Demon Lord? I've never heard of him. When did the demon world have another Master Demon Lord? The Boar Devil clan is so ignorant. How dare you defy Master Wushuang's decree? Bo Sun Sha said coldly with a hint of coldness in his eyes. I'm the Master Demon Lord that he mentioned. I'm the current master of the Boar Devil clan. Dark Lingxiao walked out, faced Pak Sunsha, and smiled faintly. Rumble. He stepped on the void and walked towards Bo Sun Sha. Terrifying demonic aura surged around him, causing the void to rumble. A monstrous aura pressed down on Bo Sun Sha. Bo Sun Sha was a level 4 imperial emperor. With such a powerful cultivation, it was no wonder that he was so arrogant and overbearing. He had even injured several supreme elders of the Boar Devil clan. Moreover, dark soaring clouds could sense that there was a looming presence around Bo Xuan Sha that was incomparably terrifying. It was a peerless imperial emperor. It was no wonder that Bo Sun Sha was so confident. Master Demon Lord? How arrogant! Bo Xuansha's face darkened, and a cold light flickered in his eyes. Similarly, a powerful aura erupted from his body, and he did not show any signs of weakness. He also suppressed dark soaring clouds. Boom! The two powerful auras clashed in the void, causing the heavens and earth to shake and the void to distort. However, Bo Sun Sha's aura collapsed in an instant. Dark soaring clouds exuded a majestic aura that pressed down on Pak Sun Sha in a mighty manner. "How dare you!" Bo Sun Sha shouted. His eyes were filled with killing intent as he slammed his palm towards Darkness Lingxiao. He attacked without any hesitation. Rumble! Terrifying demonic light surged and a demonic tree seemed to have grown behind Bo Sun Sha. It was exuding an insufferably powerful aura. His monstrous palm was like a world of its own. In an instant, it enveloped Darkness Lingxiao. Crack! A crisp sound was heard. In the next moment, his palm print instantly shattered. Terrifying chaotic light gushed out and a chaotic fist print broke through the world, sweeping across the heavens and earth. It contained a domineering fist intent and pressed down on Bo Sun Sha. The terrifying power in the fist print made Bo Sun Sha's face change drastically. Chapter 31:13. The unparalleled fist essence rushed towards him with a fierce and overbearing sharpness. It was as if it was going to shatter Bo Xuansha's body. Crack! The blazing lightning rose. Pak Sun Sha did not dare to be careless. His eyes were filled with a dignified look. He was both shocked and angry. A black spear appeared in his hand and instantly pierced towards Dark Cloud's soaring sky's palm. Clang! Darkness Lingxiao's fist essence was unparalleled, as if it could shatter everything. It instantly blasted on the black spear, producing a clang. Sparks flew and the void trembled. The black spear trembled violently. Under the unparalleled divine power, Bo Xuansha's hand went numb. The black spear flew out of his hand in an instant, piercing through a barren mountain in the distance and exploding with a loud bang. Rumble! Darkness Lingxiao's fist was unstoppable and overbearing. It instantly blasted on Bo Xuansha's chest. In an instant, his chest caved in and he was sent flying, crashing heavily onto the hard ground. A human-shaped crater was formed on the ground. Bo Xuansha coughed out blood and his eyes were filled with horror. Is this the strength of the Bo Sun Demon Clan's young clan leader? Darkness Lingxiao laughed coldly. His eyes were filled with an arrogant and domineering expression, and his aura was extremely sharp. The Bo Sun Demon Clan was an old emperor clan. Although they did not have any great emperors, they had a strong foundation and could not be underestimated. As a young genius of the Bo Sun Demon Clan, Bo Xuansha was naturally very strong. However, he had encountered Darkness Lingxiao. In the Bushuan Devil Clan, Bo Xuansha's cultivation was at the 4th heaven of the Imperial Monarch realm, but even 5th and 6th heaven of the Imperial Monarch realm experts had been defeated by him before. Naturally, he was insufferably arrogant. Therefore, after coming to the Boar Demon Clan, he looked down on the Boar Demon Clan even more. He thought that the Boar Demon Clan would submit to Lord Wushuang's decree. However, who would have thought that he would encounter Darkness Lingxiao? The punch almost made him doubt himself. Cough cough. For you. Pak Sun Sha glared at Darkness Lingxiao. Such a monstrous character was not common even in the 10 sects of the devil world. He searched his mind for the saint sons and saintesses of the 10 sects of the devil world, but Darkness Lingxiao was still very unfamiliar. As I said, I am the devil lord, and I am the ruler of the devil realm. Bo Sun Demon Clan, are you willing to submit to me? Dark soaring clouds said indifferently as he strode towards Pak Sun Sha. Rumble! The chaotic demonic body unleashed an unparalleled demonic might, causing the blood and chi in his body to fill the sky. His body contained an unimaginably terrifying power, as if he could annihilate everything with a wave of his hand. His cultivation had broken through to the 3rd heaven of the Imperial Emperor realm, allowing Darkness Soaring Cloud's chaotic demonic body to reach perfection. His casual punch contained the mighty power of chaos. Though Bo Xuanxia was strong, how could he compare to Darkness Lingxiao? Devil Master? Pa. What an arrogant tone. Even Master Wushuang did not call himself the Demon Master. Even if the Devil Realm has a master, it would be the 3 Devil Emperors. Who do you think you are? Bo Xuanxia laughed loudly, his eyes filled with incomparable coldness. The blood and qi in his body surged, and the injuries on his body healed in an instant. He leaped into the air, his eyes containing a trace of incomparably sharp killing intent. Although Darkness Lingxiao's body was so strong that it shocked him, he did not think that Darkness Lingxiao could kill him. The ignorant are fearless. Looks like you still don't know who I am. Zhu Yuanlang. Darkness Lingxiao said with an indifferent smile. Then he let out a roar. Yes. Zhu Yuanlang bowed in response. Bo Xuanxia's eyes narrowed. Zhu Yuanlang was so respectful to Darkness Lingxiao? Darkness Lingxiao was a peerless imperial emperor. Even if Bo Xuanxia was extremely arrogant, he did not dare to say that he could make a peerless imperial emperor acknowledge him as his master. I want Bo Xuanxia's life. Help me stop the hidden protector. I want to see who dares to stop me from killing the person I want to kill. Dark Lingxiao sneered. His voice was filled with boundless arrogance and overbearingness. Yes. Zhu Yuanlang bowed in response. Rumble. His eyes were incomparably sharp, and a vast and terrifying emperor's aura rose around him. It was vast and mighty, like a beacon that penetrated the heavens and the earth, locking onto a certain figure in the void. Your Darkness Lingxiao? Bo Xuanxia trembled and could not help but exclaim in surprise. Darkness Lingxiao had been causing trouble everywhere in the demon realm these years, causing the Dark Demon sect to be badly battered. However, Darkness Lingxiao's cultivation was getting stronger and stronger, and it was said that he had hooked up with Light Saintess and Yuanling Saintess. Bingo! But you still have to die. Dark Soaring Cloud sneered, then punched at Baxunxia from the air. In the War God realm, Bo Sun Demon King was the biggest mastermind behind the scenes, and even caused Jin Sei's almost death. Darkness Lingxiao naturally had no good impression of the Bo Sun Demon clan. Since this was the young master of the Bo Sun Demon clan, he would kill him first. Rumble. Unparalleled fist intent swept across the void like an immemorial sacred mountain, and mightily pressed down on Bo Xuanxia. Bo Xuanxia's expression changed. He knew that Darkness Lingxiao's physical body was strong, and dared not fight him head-on. Suddenly, the demonic aura around him surged like a raging sea. Beams of incomparably sharp light containing dark and evil fluctuations shot towards Darkness Lingxiao. Great evil divine light. Bo Xuanxia did not hesitate to activate a supreme emperor technique. Demonic light rose around him, as if an ancient demon god had come back to life. The dazzling light was the power of the demon god. If it came into contact with flesh and primordial spirit, it would instantly contaminate the flesh and primordial spirit of a living being, and then turn it into the power of the demon god. The great evil divine light was the most terrifying emperor technique against body refinement experts. A firefly's light dares to compete with the moon's brilliance? Darkness Lingxiao's thunderous voice exploded in the void. Boom! When the demon god's light shrouded Darkness Lingxiao, he did not evade. Instead, boundless chaotic light gushed out from his body. After perfecting the chaotic demonic body, Darkness Lingxiao had become a leakless true body. He was impervious to all techniques and evils, and was eternal and immortal. Everything returned to chaos. Even the great evil divine light was instantly assimilated by the chaotic light when it came into contact with Darkness Lingxiao's physical body. It disappeared without a trace, and could not enter Darkness Lingxiao's body. When the unparalleled fist landed, it instantly enveloped Bo Xuanxia. Damn it! Bo Xuanxia's expression was extremely ugly. His eyes were filled with disbelief as he rapidly retreated. The dark soaring heavens in front of him gave him the feeling that it was a tortoise shell that he had nowhere to bite. Any of his attacks were neither itchy nor painful to dark soaring heavens. However, Darkness Lingxiao's attack made him feel a fatal threat. Chapter 31:14. Darkling Xiao's fist had already locked onto Pak Suncha, making it impossible for him to dodge. He could only raise his arms to resist. Rumble. Black armor instantly appeared on Pak Suncha's arms. Mysterious runes rose, containing an unparalleled defensive power. At the same time, thousands of arms grew out from his back. Each arm held a black spear. The black spears were extremely sharp, and the spear radiance was filled with extreme power, as if it could pierce through everything. Pak Suncha's arms shattered in an instant, but the thousands of arms behind him also held thousands of black spears and pierced dark soaring sky's body. Clang, clang, clang. Although the black spears were extremely sharp, they could only produce metallic clangs when they pierced darkness Lingxiao's body. They only left white marks and were unable to cause any damage to darkness Lingxiao's body. But at this moment, there was a strange look in Bo Xuansha's eyes. Rumble. Demonic chi surged around Pak Suncha. Black and twisted demonic runes appeared on his body. The runes trembled violently, as if they were strengthened by some kind of power. Faint blood radiance overflowed from the surface of Dark Lingxiao's body. The black spears became extremely strange and powerful, injuring Dark Lingxiao in the blink of an eye. Moreover, the black spears instantly turned into streaks of strange black light. The shattered blood entered Dark Lingxiao's body, and then rapidly moved towards his sea of consciousness between his eyebrows. Wherever the black light went, the blood in Dark Lingxiao's body seemed to solidify. It was an extremely terrifying diabolic force, capable of polluting everything and containing a powerful spiritual attack. Pak Suncha believed that even if Dark Lingxiao did not die from this attack, he would be severely injured. Rumble. The thousands of arms did not remain idle. After shooting out the black spears, they instantly wrapped around Dark Lingxiao and enveloped him. Pak Suncha's arms were like giant pythons, tough and powerful. At the same time, they emitted an even more terrifying diabolic force, attempting to pollute Dark Lingxiao's body and primordial spirit. Such a powerful flesh, if I were to merge it with my fiend god force, it would surely perfect my fiend god force. Pak Suncha's eyes were filled with greed and fervor. He had gone to great lengths to reveal his innate divine ability, as well as the wretched god force, in order to wound Darkness Lingxiao. Naturally, he wanted to kill Darkness Lingxiao in one fell swoop. Rumble. The power of the evil god gushed into Dark Lingxiao's sea of consciousness in an instant, preparing to completely corrupt and destroy his primordial spirit. But what shocked Bo Xuansha was that Darkness Soaring Cloud's indestructible primordial spirit was not in the sea of consciousness at all. In his sea of consciousness, there was only a piece of chaotic light. It was like the chaotic light that was born at the beginning of the world. Have you had enough fun? The voice of the dark clouds rang in Pak Suncha's ears. Bo Xuansha shuddered, his hair standing on end. Rumble. In the next moment, the chaotic light exploded. Vast and unparalleled power seemed to be able to destroy all Daos in the heavens, shatter the boundless world, and annihilate the surging power of the evil god in an instant. A terrifying power awakened in Darkness Lingxiao's body. The chaotic light gushed out, and the thousands of arms entwined around Darkness Lingxiao exploded with a loud bang. Darkness Lingxiao strode out from the demonic light that filled the sky. His black hair fluttered in the wind, domineering and cold, his aura unmatched. What? That's impossible. Your indestructible primordial spirit, how could it be? Bo Xuansha's eyes were filled with horror as he roared. Boom! His fiend god force was destroyed, and he suffered a backlash, coughing up blood incessantly. Facing the approaching Darkness Lingxiao, Bo Xuansha felt a fatal threat. Without a second thought, he shifted into the distance. Rumble. The chaotic light followed, and an unparalleled fist print fell mightily, sealing Bo Xuansha's surroundings. At this moment, as if sensing Bo Xuansha's danger, the peerless Imperial Emperor hidden in the dark finally could not hold back. The void instantly shattered. An old man in a black robe, with a thin face, cold and evil, was surrounded by a monstrous demonic aura. A black finger light came from the sky, like a light pillar that pierced through the heavens and earth, blocking between darkness Lingxiao and Bo Xuanxia. How dare you! Zhu Yuanlang was already prepared, and at this moment, he suddenly shouted. Divine light blazed in his eyes, and in an instant, black demonic flames rose, surging toward the old man in the black robe. The black flames formed various images of ancient demonic beasts, each of them ferocious and domineering, surrounding the old man in the black robe. As for that finger light, it was instantly annihilated. Get lost! The old man's eyes were filled with anxiety, and the fiend god force around him surged. It was incomparably terrifying, and in an instant it expanded like a bright sun, floating in the sky. At the same time, he stretched out his hand, wanting to grab Bo Xuanxia. Zhu Yuanlang was naturally not to be outdone, and the demonic flames around his body turned into a sea of fire. He turned his palm into a saber and faced the old man. Rumble! When the two peerless imperial emperors clashed, it instantly caused an incomparably terrifying phenomenon. The immemorial island shook violently, and the surrounding waves surged to the sky. The void shattered, and it was a scene of destruction. The supreme elder of the demonic boar clan was trembling with fear and hurriedly activated the defensive formation, forming an incomparably powerful boundary to protect the entire immemorial island. Otherwise, the emperor's aura of the two peerless imperial emperors could directly destroy the immemorial island. Lingxiao, you dare to kill me? Even the dark demon sect can't protect you, and Lord Wushuang won't let you go. Bo Xuanxia's eyes revealed a trace of incomparable horror, and he roared angrily. The fatal danger was getting stronger and stronger. Ling Zhao's domineering punch made it seem as if he had no room to resist at all. His protector was also stopped by Zhu Yuanlang. Bo Xuanxia moved frantically. As long as he flew into the protector's palm, he would be safe. You're about to die, and yet you're still saying such meaningless words. Trash will always be trash. Ling Xiao smiled indifferently, and his unparalleled fist pressed down, and at the same time his other hand also blasted out a punch. Boom! He collided with the protector's palm, and immediately, the void was torn apart and the space was annihilated. At the same time, it also blocked the protector's palm from grabbing Bo Xuanxia. The fist pressed down and instantly blasted Bo Xuanxia's body. No! Bo Xuanxia's eyes revealed an incomparable look of unwillingness, and he roared crazily. His voice came to an abrupt end. Bo Xuanxia's body directly exploded in the void and turned into a bloody mist. Chapter 31:15. The void vibrated and Bo Xuanxia's body turned into a bloody mist. However, the void twisted violently and he turned into a bloody figure that tried to flee into the distance. It was easy for an imperial emperor to be reborn from a drop of blood. Although Dark Lingxiao had destroyed Bo Xuanxia's body and caused him serious injuries, it wasn't that easy to kill him with a single punch. Trying to escape? Dark Lingxiao sneered. A flame suddenly rose from his palm, showing a chaotic color, mysterious and unfathomable. It then flew towards Bo Xuanxia. At the same time, Dark Lingxiao threw out another punch as fast as lightning and destroyed Bo Xuanxia's newly formed body. He could even see the fear on Bo Xuanxia's indestructible primordial spirit's face. Rumble! The chaotic demonic flame instantly enveloped Bo Xuanxia's flesh and primordial spirit. The chaotic demonic flame was a power derived from Dark Lingxiao's chaotic demonic body. It could annihilate everything and contain the purest destructive power. Under the chaotic demonic flame, Bo Xuanxia's flesh and blood were quickly annihilated and turned into ashes. His vitality drained away rapidly and even his indestructible primordial spirit felt an intense burning sensation. Lord Wushuang, save me! Bo Xuanxia roared in terror. In an instant, half of his flesh and blood were burned away by the chaotic demonic flame. His demonic origin was completely destroyed. Even if he survived and reformed his body in the future, his cultivation would fall to the first heaven of the Imperial Emperor realm. Dark Lingxiao had destroyed his great Tao foundation with the chaotic demonic flame. Rumble! Darkling Xiao's eyes were cold as he stared at Bo Xuanxia. The chaotic demonic flame burned fiercely and refined the majestic energy in Bo Xuanxia's flesh and blood before merging it into Darkling Xiao's body. Bo Xuanxia? Even if he comes, he won't be able to save you, Darkling Xiao said coldly. But at this moment, a bright yellow silk suddenly flew out from Bo Xuanxia's protector's hand and unfurled in the void. Rumble! Blazing light bloomed, causing the surrounding void to vibrate violently. Above the silk, there was a vast and majestic emperor's aura. Dazzling light flickered and a mysterious figure was faintly condensed. Although the face of that figure was very blurry, one could tell that it was a young man. He stood in the void, as if he was the center of heaven and earth, holding up the four poles of the universe, containing a terrifying power. That was a person that anyone who saw him would be impressed by. Wushuan Peerless. His Tao protector threw out a decree from Wushuan Wushuang. It contained a strand of Wushuan Wushuang's branding power, and now, it was condensing into a projection of Wushuan. Release Pak Sunsha, Wushuan said faintly. Although his voice was soft, it contained an unquestionable majesty. It was as if he was a supreme emperor whose words were the law of the world. On what basis? Darkling Xiao smiled, revealing a mouthful of white teeth, but his eyes were extremely cold. At the same time, an unparalleled fighting spirit emerged. He could feel that Wushuan Wushuang's aura was far stronger than Wushuan Xia's, although it was just a brand. This was a true supreme expert. He once fought with the heavenly emperor. Although he was defeated, he was still the most dazzling peerless genius in the demon realm. Darkling Xiao only had an endless fighting spirit when facing Wushuan Wushuang. Not releasing him? Then there's no need for you and the pig demon clan to exist, Wushuan Wushuang said calmly. Although it was just a brand, the domineering and indifferent tone in his voice made everyone's expression change drastically. This legendary figure, the peerless expert who once fought with the heavenly emperor, had now appeared in front of everyone. Even Zhu Yuanlang looked extremely solemn. Let's see if you have the ability to do so, Darkling Xiao sneered. Rumble! A cold light flashed in his eyes as he threw a punch towards Wushuan Wushuang. Under the support of the chaotic demon body, his fist intent was unparalleled and powerful to the extreme. It could destroy everything, even Wushuan Xia could not withstand his punch. However, Wushuan Wushuang's expression remained unchanged. He took a step forward and threw a palm strike towards Darkling Xiao. The dark fist print blasted on Wushuan Wushuang's body, but strangely, it seemed to have blasted into the air, emitting an explosive sound. Wushuan Wushuang's body dispersed like mist, but it instantly condensed back into one. When the palm strike fell, it seemed to encompass heaven and earth, like a prison of heaven and earth, sealing everything. It was extremely domineering. Rumble! Chaotic demon flames rose around Darkling Xiao's body. He attacked from the air, and the chaotic demon flames burned everything. It was extremely domineering as it destroyed the imprisonment around him, and then collided with Wushuan Wushuang. The void trembled as Darkling Xiao was struck down by Wushuan Wushuang's palm strike. Chaotic Demon Clan? I didn't expect the Chaotic Demon Clan to come out during the great calamity of the era. Your chaotic demon body is not strong enough to hurt me. When you break through to the ninth heaven, you might be able to fight with me. Wushuan Wushuang's eyes revealed a trace of surprise as he said calmly. Is that so? Darkling Xiao grinned, and his eyes revealed an unruly sharpness. Wushuan Wushuang's strength stimulated the crazy battle intent in his heart, causing the demonic qi around him to surge violently, as if it was going to boil at any time. It was extremely terrifying. If that's the case, then I'll use you to test my demonic armor. Darkling Xiao grinned, and then threw a punch towards Wushuan Wushuang. Rumble! The demonic armor instantly appeared on his arm and turned into a black glove. It exuded a metallic aura and looked ferocious and overbearing. It caused Dark Soaring Cloud's arm to swell in an instant. Under the support of the demonic armor, Darkling Xiao was about to explode. The speed of the punch was extremely fast, and in an instant, it was in front of Wushuan Wushuang. This is, Buxuan Wushuang's body trembled. When he saw the demonic armor on Dark Ling Xiao's arm, he seemed to have forgotten to block it, and his eyes were filled with disbelief. Boom! Under the support of the demonic armor, the boundless chaotic force was condensed to the extreme, and it instantly penetrated Buxuan Wushuang's body. Crack! A crisp sound rang out, and a black rune shattered within Buxuan Wushuang's body. His entire body became incomparably illusory, as if he would dissipate at any time. I didn't expect that thing to be with you. I will personally come and get it. I will remember you, Ling Xiao. Buxuan Wushuang gave Dark Ling Xiao a deep look, and then he disappeared in front of Dark Ling Xiao without a trace. You want my demonic armor? Very well. I've also taken a fancy to you. Dark Ling Xiao sneered, and his eyes were filled with monstrous battle intent. Ever since he came to the demon realm, Dark Ling Xiao had never met a worthy opponent among the younger generation. However, Buxuan Wushuang made Dark Ling Xiao feel that he would definitely be a great enemy in the future. In the face of Buxuan Wushuang's threat, Dark Ling Xiao's battle intent was boiling. Buxuan Sha's indestructible primordial spirit was instantly stunned when he saw Buxuan Wushuang explode from Dark Ling Xiao's punch. However, he didn't have much time to think. Dark Ling Xiao took a step forward, and chaotic demonic flames rose, enveloping Buxuan Sha's indestructible primordial spirit, and instantly stomped Buxuan Sha to death. It was as if he had stomped an ant to death. Dark Ling Xiao didn't even look at Buxuan Sha, and his gaze fell on the protector. Ling Xiao, wait for the fury of the Buxuan demon clan. The protector trembled all over, and Dark Ling Xiao's expression made him feel a little apprehensive. However, Buxuan Sha's death made his heart burn with rage, and his eyes were filled with shock and anger. He directly threw out a vicious sentence, and then decisively turned around and teleported away. Chapter 31:16. Bo-Sun Sha's protector was a true peerless imperial emperor. He was so powerful that even Zhu Yuanlang could barely block him. Therefore, Darkness Ling Xiao did not intend to stop him and allowed him to leave. Demon Lord, Bo-Sun Wushuang has appeared. It seems that the demon world is going to be in chaos. Zhu Yuanlang said worriedly. Bo-Sun Wushuang was a peerless genius from the previous era. He had dominated an era and fought against the Heavenly Emperor, but was defeated in the end. Almost all of the older generation experts in the demon world had heard of Bo-Sun Wushuang's name and admired him greatly. Even though Zhu Yuanlang was already a peerless imperial emperor, he was not even born when Bo-Sun Wushuang proved his Tao. Bo-Sun Wushuang was destined to prove his Tao and become an imperial emperor in this life. He might even be able to reach the legendary transcendence realm. It's not just the demon world that's going to be in chaos. I'm afraid the entire universe is going to be in chaos. Darkness Ling Xiao sneered. He looked into the depths of the void and revealed a strange glint. Bo-Sun Wushuang was indeed powerful, but he was not powerful enough to make Darkness Ling Xiao fearful. On the contrary, the stronger Bo-Sun Wushuang was, the stronger Darkness Ling Xiao's fighting spirit became. He knew that Bo-Sun Wushuang was destined to embark on the Eternal Emperor's Road. He looked forward to seeing Bo-Sun Wushuang on the Eternal Emperor's Road. There would be a battle then. The Bo-Sun Demon Clan was an old imperial clan in the demon world. The ancestral land of the Bo-Sun Demon Clan was located in a mysterious space that was adjacent to the demon world. It was so hidden that ordinary people could not find it. At this moment, in the depths of the ancestral land of the Bo-Sun Devil Clan, chaotic light rose up. It was as if a mysterious scene of the creation of heaven and earth appeared. Blazing demonic light surged violently. That terrifying pressure made all the Bo-Sun Devil Clan members tremble. Is Lord Wushuang going to be born? Among the Bo-Sun Demon Clan, a group of old supreme elders were extremely excited. They kowtowed towards the place where the strange scene appeared. When they were still children, they had grown up listening to Bo-Sun Wushuang's deeds. Now that Bo-Sun Wushuang was about to be born, it was as if they were about to see a legend. They were extremely excited and their eyes were blazing. Rumble! In the depths of the ancestral land, there was a mysterious place that was connected to the chaotic sea. There was the purest chaotic energy that nourished the mysterious origin stones. That origin stone came from the Sea of Chaos. At that moment, it looked like a young man. Although his face was blurry, his body was extremely similar. The origin stone had 7 apertures, and at this moment, all of them were spewing out chaotic light. There were even mysterious cracks on the origin stone. Crack. An incomparably crisp sound rang out as the origin stone shattered with a loud bang. Endless demonic light surged out as boundless emperors might soared. The atmosphere was terrifying to the extreme. Amidst the demonic light that filled the sky, a figure with a monstrous aura stepped out. It was a handsome and devilish young man. He wore a black robe, and his black hair hung loosely behind his head. He looked carefree and unrestrained, and his entire body emitted a holy and natural aura. He was tall and slender, but a vast and unparalleled emperor's aura emanated from his body, causing the surrounding void to tremble violently. Demonic chi filled the air, but he didn't look like a demon at all. Mysterious light surrounded him, making him look like an immortal, incomparably ethereal. Boom! He opened his eyes, and a scene of a mountain of corpses and a sea of blood appeared in his eyes. His ominous aura filled the sky as it swept out in all directions. The people of the Bo Sun demon clan couldn't help but tremble. They couldn't help but lower their heads and prostrate themselves on the ground, their hearts filled with boundless respect. Greetings, Lord Wushuang. Greetings, Lord Wushuang. Among the Bo Sun demon clan, the supreme elders with white hair were extremely fanatical, and their voices shook the sky. Rise, all of you. An indifferent and ethereal voice rang out. The black-robed young man looked into the depths of the void, as if he could see through layers of time and space, and see the dark clouds of the Boar demon clan. Boom! Their eyes collided across time and space, causing an incomparably blazing light that caused the void to distort violently. The infinite demonic armor has appeared? It's a pity that he only has a part of the infinite demonic armor. In this life, not only will I transcend, but I will also obtain the infinite demonic armor. Bo Sun Wushuang muttered to himself. During this period of time, although he had awakened from the seal due to the great calamity and the opening of the Eternal Emperor Road, he had not left the origin stone. This time, the demonic armor in the hands of dark clouds had alarmed him. Rumble! Bo Sun Wushuang's body exuded an extremely terrifying emperor's aura. At this moment, he was like an invincible great emperor that swept across the heavens, exuding an invincible aura that made the myriad of worlds submit to him. Although everyone knew that Bo Sun Wushuang had yet to attain Tao, such a terrifying aura was comparable to that of a great emperor. However, even if it's a part of the infinite demonic armor, it's not something that an ant can control. Leave it to me. Bo Sun Wushuang muttered to himself indifferently. Boom! He took a step forward, and blazing divine light rose from his body. His demonic aura was vast and turbulent. The void in front of him seemed to have met their king, and automatically opened up a path. Bo Sun Wushuang stepped into the void path and headed towards the Boar demon clan. He wanted to snatch the demonic armor. The turbulence in the void was turbulent, as though it could destroy everything and tear apart all living beings. However, it could not affect Bo Sun Wushuang at all. His body was crystal clear, and there was a mysterious crystal that appeared. Chaotic chi lingered around him, and he exuded an immortal aura. However, in the next moment, he stopped in the middle of the turbulence in the void. Who's there? Bo Sun Wushuang's voice was like thunder, and a dazzling radiance flashed in his eyes. Rumble! The chaotic light in front of him surged, and in an instant, there was a shocking saber essence that swept across the endless turbulence in the void. It turned into a huge saber aura that was 1,000,000 feet long, and it slashed down towards him. The shocking saber essence was domineering, mysterious, ancient, and majestic. It carried a kind of madness that could capture one's soul. Boom! In the face of the huge saber aura, Bo Sun Wushuang's eyes were cold, and he threw out a punch. His punch was extremely fast, and there seemed to be no energy fluctuation. However, when it came into contact with the saber aura, It suddenly bloomed with boundless demonic light. It was a sign that his power had been condensed to the extreme. It could also be called the extreme power. Kacha. The saber aura was dazzling, and its momentum was unparalleled, as though it could tear anything apart. However, when it came into contact with Bo Sun Wushuang's punch, it was instantly torn apart. Chapter 31:17. Boom. The saber aura instantly shattered, turning into a dazzling rain of light that scattered in all directions. However, a figure walked out from the dazzling rain of light. It was a bald youth. He was tall and burly, with bulging muscles that were filled with explosive power. He carried a huge saber on his shoulder. It was as black as ink, emitting a ghostly wail and endless murderous aura. His aura was extremely wild, and his eyes were blood red, filled with madness. He appeared in front of Bushuan Wushuang just like that. He gave off the feeling of an unsheathed demonic saber. That kind of madness seemed to cause everyone who faced him to lose their minds and give birth to a strong sense of fear. "You are the saber demon?" Bushuan Wushuang's eyes narrowed as if he had thought of something. The saber demon was a legendary name. The saber demon was known as the great emperor who had yet to prove his Tao. A few eras ago, the saber demon had stepped onto the Eternal Emperor Road and killed countless geniuses. It was said that he had slaughtered all the geniuses in the universe and reached the end. His name resounded throughout the universe, and he was a peerless demon who could stop children from crying at night. Originally, everyone thought that he would be able to prove his Tao and become the supreme demon emperor of the demon realm, ruling over an era. However, for some reason, the saber demon had chosen to seal himself. Bushuan Wushuang had naturally heard of the saber demon's name. He had even seen a portrait of the saber demon in some place of inheritance. This was a peerless figure who was even older than him. How could he be born at this time? "That's right, I am the saber demon. Bushuan Wushuang, I have heard of you." The saber demon's voice was a little hoarse, and his eyes were bone-chilling. He stared at Bushuan Wushuang in front of him, exuding a terrifying battle intent. Bushuan Wushuang felt chills all over his body when he was stared at by the saber demon. The murderous aura on the saber demon's body was almost tangible. Who knew how many people he had killed to have such a terrifying murderous aura? This was a figure who had walked out of a mountain of corpses and a sea of blood. "Senior saber demon, I didn't expect you to be born. It seems that chaos is not far away. May I know why you're stopping me?" Bushuan Wushuang said indifferently. "Let's fight." The blade demon said coldly. "Rumble." His words were concise and clear. As soon as he finished speaking, a blazing demonic light rose from his body. The terrifying saber essence had already locked onto Bushuan Wushuang. "If that's the case, let's fight." Bushuan Wushuang's eyes were also filled with a strong fighting spirit. He didn't ask why. At their level of cultivation, what they pursued was more than just attaining the Tao and becoming an emperor. This was especially true for Bushuan Wushuang and the saber demon. They were both children of destiny of the same era. They possessed a vast amount of karmic luck and were extremely ambitious. The three great demon emperors of the demon realm were nothing in their eyes. In their eyes, they were just a few cowards without ambition. Only each other was their strongest opponent. There was no reason for him to want to fight. Bushuan Wushuang also wanted to see how powerful this blade demon from several eras ago was. Rumble. Within the turbulence of the void, an endless amount of chaotic light rose up. Demonic chi filled the sky. Instantly, an earth-shattering battle broke out. No one knew the outcome of this battle. That was because the entire demon realm had begun to descend into chaos. In the past few days, those ancient forbidden lands and mysterious dangerous places in the devil world had blazing and dazzling lights gushing out. Powerful creatures had awakened. Some people could recognize that a few of them were legendary peerless sky prides. No one expected them to not die and choose to awaken at this time. Of course, there were more sky prides that no one recognized. However, that terrifying aura made everyone know that they must be sky prides with shocking cultivation. Even the slowest person understood that the great tribulation of the era was about to arrive. Rumble. During this period of time, the flames of war were burning everywhere in the demon realm. Those powerful sky prides were all peerless experts of their eras. They had the belief that they were invincible and wanted to determine the victor. Therefore, as soon as they were born, many powerful sky prides were fighting with each other. At the same time, the 10 sects of the demon realm and the powerful demon clans also had their ancestors who were sealed behind them. The 10 sects of the demon realm and the various demon clans were fighting each other. Especially the sects and the demon clans who were already enemies, they became even more unscrupulous at this moment. Those battles engulfed the entire demon realm. Endless baleful chi, blood chi, and killing intent gathered in the sky above the demon realm. It was like an invisible cloud. That was a kind of power called tribulation. This was the madness before the Great Tribulation. Darkness Ling Xiao was in the Bordevil clan. Due to the large population of the Bordevil clan, their intelligence network was spread throughout the demon realm. All the information about the demon realm was gathered in the Bordevil clan at the fastest speed and appeared in the hands of Darkness Ling Xiao. The entire Bordevil clan was in a state of panic, as if every bush and tree was an enemy. Under such great turmoil, the Bordevil clan, which did not have a great Emperor realm expert, dared not guarantee their own safety even though they were powerful. Even Zhu Yuanlang, who was a peerless Emperor realm expert, had a solemn expression. The ancient monstrous geniuses are emerging one after another. This is a grand era that has never happened in the 108 eras. It seems like the Eternal Emperor Road is about to open. His dark and piercing eyes flickered, surging with a strong fighting spirit. He knew that the Eternal Emperor Road this time would be unprecedentedly tragic and terrifying. Countless geniuses had gathered in this era to fight for the ultimate fortune. Demon Lord, are you going to step on the Eternal Emperor Road? Zhu Yuanlang said slowly. His voice was filled with anticipation and fear. Although the Chaos Demon clan was powerful and was once the overlord of the demon realm, it was nothing in the long river of time of the 108 eras. Darkness Ling Xiao was known as the Demon Lord, but the ancient prodigies of the demon realm had emerged one after another. Their strength was beyond everyone's imagination. Darkness Ling Xiao's cultivation was only at the third heaven of the Imperial Emperor realm. If he stepped on the Eternal Emperor Road, he would be in danger of dying. What? Are you afraid? Darkness Ling Xiao smiled faintly. That's right. I am afraid. Demon Lord, I have fear in my heart and I have no intention of competing. Therefore, I am destined to have no hope of reaching the great Emperor realm. If you want to conquer the Eternal Emperor Road, I am willing to accompany you. Zhu Yuanlang said frankly. Although he knew that if he stepped onto the Eternal Emperor Road, with his combat strength, he would most likely end up dead. However, his fate had already been completely linked to Dark Soaring Sky. You should stay and protect the Bordevil clan. In the era of great battles, the strong must fight. If you don't fight, you will die. Even if you step on the Eternal Emperor Road, you will only be a burden to me. Darkness Ling Xiao smiled faintly and said bluntly. Chapter 31:18. Although Zhu Yuanlang's cultivation was strong and had reached the 9th heaven of the Imperial Emperor realm, he was probably just cannon fodder on the Eternal Emperor Road. The most important thing on the Eternal Emperor Road was the heart of an expert. Only with the heart of an expert would one be qualified to compete with the geniuses of the myriad of worlds and the countless geniuses since ancient times. Zhu Yuanlang was afraid that he was not qualified to step on the Eternal Emperor Road. However, the Pig Devil clan was still very useful. As the largest clan in the demon realm, the Pig Devil clan had a population of hundreds of millions. When they spread out, they could not only gather all kinds of information about the demon realm, but also the myriad of worlds. Therefore, following Darkness Ling Xiao's order, Zhu Yuanlang had already mobilized the Pig Devil clan to go to various places to gather information. Darkness Ling Xiao left the Pig Devil clan with Fairy Yu Yao and the others. The Eternal Emperor Road is about to open. The 10 sects of the demon realm will probably take out their most precious resources to raise the cultivation of the saints and saintesses. You should go back. Darkness Ling Xiao looked at the four of them and smiled faintly. Although Fairy Yu Yao and the others were not as good as Darkness Ling Xiao, they had been tainted by the aura of the Chaos Demon clan. Not only had they been reborn, but their talents had also become more terrifying. They could also be considered as part of the Chaos Demon clan. If they returned to the 10 sects of the demon realm and obtained the resources of their sects, their cultivation would definitely improve by leaps and bounds. Husband, where are you going? Fairy Yu Yao asked. I want to see if those ancient geniuses are qualified to be my opponents. Darkness Ling Xiao smiled faintly, a strong fighting spirit surging in his eyes. He was ready to test his sword on the world. The demon realm was in chaos now. The 10 sects of the demon realm could not even take care of themselves, especially with the emergence of various ancient geniuses. Even the primordial demon sect and the blood prison demon sect had no time to chase after Darkness Ling Xiao. Darkness Ling Xiao wanted to test the strength of those ancient geniuses. Only in battle could one quickly improve and break through. Husband, you have to take care. Although Saintess Yuan Ling was very reluctant, she still nodded and said. They all knew that if they wanted to catch up to Darkness Ling Xiao, they had to go back. With the resources of their sects, their cultivation might improve by leaps and bounds. At that time, if they could step on the Eternal Emperor Road, they might meet Darkness Ling Xiao. You too. Cultivators like us should prioritize the Great Tao. Of course, I hope to see you on the Eternal Emperor's Road, but if you don't want to, I won't force you. Darkness Ling Xiao said with a faint smile. His gaze had a rare gentleness. He glanced at Fairy Yu Yao, Yuan Ling Holy Maiden, and Holy Maiden one last time before turning around and leaving without a trace of reluctance. The three women's eyes dimmed. They understood what dark soaring sky meant. If they didn't even have the qualifications to step onto the Eternal Emperor Road, then there was no possibility between them and dark soaring sky. Let's go too. He is a heartless person. If we can't catch up to him, we will only be abandoned by him. Fairy Yu Yao said with mixed feelings as she looked at dark soaring clouds back. I will step onto the Eternal Emperor's Road. Saintess Yuan Ling said seriously. Me too. The Holy Maiden of the Light nodded. The devil is finally gone. Demon Monarch Yu Hua muttered in her heart, but she was completely relieved. If Darkness Ling Xiao was still here, she would still be extremely worried. She didn't know when Darkness Ling Xiao would find her an eyesore and kill her. Bush, 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 bush. The four women leaped into the sky, turned into 4 divine rainbows, and flew in 4 different directions as if they had a great tacit understanding. Darkness Ling Xiao went on his way alone. He wanted to go to the forbidden, dangerous, and hopeless places of the demonic realm to find the whereabouts of the ancient sky prides and battle them. Darkness Ling Xiao treated this as a rehearsal for the Eternal Emperor Road. He wanted to sweep through the crowd, step onto the Eternal Emperor Road with an invincible stance, and become the most dazzling sky pride of the demonic realm. He, Darkness Ling Xiao, was the only demon lord. Not only the demonic realm, but the other realms also began to experience great turmoil. As if alarmed by the mysterious aura, ancient sky prides who were sealed in the various realms awakened, each of them releasing a powerful aura without restraint. They fought with each other endlessly, and before they even set foot on the Eternal Emperor Road, there were already bloodshed, causing the heavenly secrets of the various realms to become more and more chaotic. Especially the divine realm, demonic realm, immortal realm, demon realm, and other top-ranked greater thousand realms, supreme sky prides from a few eras or even dozens of eras ago appeared one after another. In the chaotic void, there was no concept of time here, nor was there any concept of space. There was only an expanse of nothingness that was suffused with chaotic mist. However, on this day, a green lotus appeared amidst the chaotic mist. That green lotus looked crystal clear and was surrounded by chaotic light. It slowly bloomed, causing the world to lose its color in an instant. Thousands of rays of light, thousands of auspicious colors. The green lotus had a total of 36 petals. The petals were crystal clear and resplendent, and they slowly parted to reveal a man in green robes sitting cross-legged on the lotus throne in the center. The man looked incomparably mysterious, and the aura around him was incomparably powerful. A mysterious emperor aura pervaded the air, and his face was handsome and exquisite, more beautiful than a woman's. He had a peerless temperament that caused the world to lose its color. He slowly opened his eyes, and two brilliant beams of light shot out from his eyes, instantly piercing through the void and causing the chaotic space to tremble. His eyes were ancient, mysterious, and majestic, flowing with the light of endless time. "My name is Emperor Qing." A few ancient and obscure syllables came out of his mouth, causing blazing lightning to flash in the surroundings. Eternal Emperor Road, I am supreme. He stood up from the lotus throne, barefoot and untainted by a speck of dust, and stepped into the chaos. The chaotic green lotus instantly turned into a stream of light and flew into his glabella. Then, it left a lotus mark on his glabella. After taking a few steps, he completely disappeared from the chaotic space without leaving a trace behind. In the endless starry sky, there was a desolate region. There were broken planets here that were tainted by the aura of death, and all life would completely disappear here. Moreover, there were sword-shaped mountains that pierced through the sky, as if they were slanted on the planets. They were incomparably sharp and intertwined with chaotic sword intent. However, in the center of the sword-shaped mountains, endless sword chi intertwined. There were millions of broken swords densely embedded in the ground, and it was extremely chilling. This place was called the Stellar Sword Tomb. The Sword Tomb. It was rumored that a sword emperor had fallen here, and later it became a sword tomb. At the same time, it could attract countless broken swords from all over the universe. As time passed, this place became the Stellar Sword Tomb. Chapter 31:19. A figure was sitting cross-legged in the middle of the Stellar Sword Tomb. Violent Sand Literature Network. It was a black-clothed young man with an ordinary face. However, his eyes were extremely pure and sharp. He was exuding a vast sword intent. If Ling Xiao was here, he would definitely recognize him. Dugu Chubai. Just like Ling Xiao, he ascended from the war god world and later became the young master of the Hero Alliance in the divine world. Dugu Chubai was known as a man born for swords. When he was a mortal, he had comprehended the sword intent of life and sword intent of destruction. During the final battle against Demon King Bo Sun, he had provided great help to Ling Xiao. No one had expected him to be in the Stellar Sword Tomb. Rumble. His sword intent was surging violently. His entire body was exuding a vast devouring power. Behind him, there seemed to be a transparent sword. It was mysterious and unfathomable, and it was emitting a shocking amount of power. There were millions of broken ancient swords in the Stellar Sword Tomb. Some of them were divine weapons, sacred weapons, and even broken emperor weapons. Within the Stellar Sword Tomb, the sword will within the ancient swords did not dissipate. Instead, it condensed into a mysterious sword will storm because of this desolate region. It was incomparably terrifying, capable of tearing everything apart. Dugu Qiubai's terrifying devouring power had completely devoured the sword intent storm. His aura was like the Emperor of Swords. The millions of sword intents around him bowed down and were willingly devoured by him. Dugu Qiubai did not know how long he had been sitting in the Stellar Sword Tomb. His aura was getting more and more terrifying. His cultivation was getting stronger and his sword intent was getting pure. Rumble. When all the sword intents in the Stellar Sword Tomb were devoured by him, he seemed to have turned into a sword. He exuded a dazzling light. The terrifying aura seemed to be able to destroy everything. It spread out in all directions. The indestructible origin sword body is finally formed. Dugu Qiubai murmured to himself. His cultivation had reached the second heaven of the Imperial Emperor realm. Blazing lightning flashed around him. Vast heavenly might filled the air. It was a type of world-destroying lightning tribulation. It was as if a heaven-defying object had been born. And the target of the apocalyptic thunder calamity was none other than Dugu Chiobai. The path of eternal emperor is about to open. From ancient times until now, countless chosen of the heavens have gathered. They are my true opponents. Ling Xiao, you should be ready, right? Dugu Chiobai murmured to himself as if he didn't even look at the apocalyptic thunder tribulation in the sky. He stepped out and walked out of the stellar sword tomb. A strand of resplendent sword chi flew out of his palm, turning into a streak of divine light that was tens of thousands of meters long. The apocalyptic lightning tribulation that filled the sky was destroyed by his sword. Bathed in the thunder and lightning, Dugu Chiobai's figure disappeared into the lonely starry sky. Demon realm. Blazing lightning flashed, as magnificent as a mountain range, emitting a world-destroying light, locking onto the two figures below. A black goat and a handsome Taoist priest. The black goat exuded a terrifying devouring power. Behind it, a gigantic beast that was 1,000,000 feet tall appeared, devouring the heavens and the earth. It was terrifying beyond compare. That was Tao Tai, the true form of the old goat. It was absorbing the tribulation of heaven and earth, wanting to use it to condense the devourer physique. And the Taoist priest was none other than Taoist Wuliang. Taoist Wuliang looked like an immortal with an extraordinary temperament. The aura around him was ethereal and mysterious, with a mysterious clear qi exuding from him. After absorbing the thunder and lightning in the sky, he became closer and closer to the nature around him. Taoist Wuliang was from the Taoist clan. Ever since he had obtained the inheritance of the Tao race, his entire being had been transforming towards the great Tao body, especially the supreme creation he had obtained this time. The thunder and lightning in the sky were his and the old goat's support. Rumble. Beyond the thunder and lightning in the sky, there was a mysterious figure. It was an old man in white robes. His hair and beard were white, and his face was kind. His eyes shone with vicissitudes and wisdom. In his palm, there was a ball of purple light that was constantly exuding, flying into the bodies of the old goat and Taoist Wuliang. The ball of purple light exuded a kind of connate qi, as if it was the power that separated the heavens and earth. It accelerated the process of condensing the devourer physique and the great Tao physique. Boom, boom. After the old goat and Taoist Wuliang had absorbed the ball of purple light, an incomparably mysterious and powerful aura was released from their bodies at the same time. The thunder and lightning around them were dazzling. They were bathed in the thunder and lightning in the sky, and their auras became ancient and majestic. The devourer physique and the great Tao physique were complete. Very good. You have been training in the primordial space for 10,000 years. Now that you have merged with the primordial purple vapor, your cultivation has finally reached the great Tao physique. Not only have you broken through to the second heaven of the Imperial Emperor realm, but you have also condensed the devourer physique and the great Tao physique. Now, you are qualified to enter the Eternal Emperor's road. The old man with white hair and beard said slowly, with a hint of satisfaction in his eyes. He was the master of the Devourer Mountain, Emperor Devourer Mountain. He was also the old goat's master, and one of the only two Taotai ferocious beasts left in the demon realm. Emperor Devourer Mountain was extremely ancient and had lived for countless years. It was said that he was a figure from the previous era. No one knew his true age. However, he was a true peerless imperial emperor. Thank you, master. The old goat's eyes were filled with gratitude. In order to improve his and Taoist Wuliang's cultivation, Emperor Devourer Mountain had taken out his lifetime savings and foundation to allow them to enter the primordial space and speed up time by 1,000 times, allowing them to cultivate for 10,000 years. The primordial purple vapor was Emperor Devourer Mountain's most precious treasure. Now, it had merged into his and Taoist Wuliang's body. Thank you, Emperor Devourer Mountain. Taoist Wuliang bowed respectfully and said, Don't thank me. You should thank yourselves. Although your talents are not weaker than those ancient sky prides, your accumulation is not as good as theirs. With the Devourer physique and the Great Tao physique, you are qualified to compete with them. Emperor Devourer Mountain waved his hand and said, However, even if you step into the Eternal Emperor's road, you need to keep a low profile and constantly improve yourselves. Only when you reach the 9th heaven of the Imperial Emperor realm, the pinnacle of your origin, will the Devourer physique and the Great Tao physique shine brightly. Do you understand? Emperor Devourer Mountain glanced at the old goat and Taoist Wuliang. Hee, don't worry, master. Both of us are very obedient. We won't cause any trouble. The old goat chuckled. That's right. Emperor Devourer Mountain, don't you trust us? If others don't offend us, we won't offend them. The old goat and I will definitely keep a low profile. Taoist Wuliang said with a smile. Both of you, forget it, do as you wish. However, if there is any danger, you still have to find Ling Xiao as soon as possible. He is the chosen one. If you follow him, you won't be killed so easily. Emperor Devourer Mountain shook his head speechlessly and said with a wry smile. The old goat and Taoist Wuliang looked at each other. It seemed like Emperor Devourer Mountain still did not trust them. What a joke! Even if those ancient sky prides were to appear, would they be able to crush them? However, Emperor Devourer Mountain was right. Finding Ling Xiao was the most important thing. Speaking of which, they did not know how Ling Xiao was now. They missed Ling Xiao a little. You're tuning in to the Passion Pages YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support, and don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.